I just wandered into the room.
He meant I'm chomping at the bit because we're setting this up off air, so we need to get on the air.
Okay.
And now I forgot what it was all about because you ruined it, Ted.
No, I mean everyone wants to know this question. I have a lot of people who want to know the update immediately.
Three people.
Quite a few people. No, actually quite a few people want the update immediately on your new gym experience. Are you at Planet Fitness now?
No, I did not join Planet Fitness because, unfortunately, they did not have the one piece of exercise equipment I needed that I perceived that I needed.
A rocking chair?
Yeah.
Or a recliner? Which one did they
and
not have?
a bag of M&Ms.
A bong.
They have, you know what, at Planet Fitness, they have days, because I worked out there for a while, they have days you walk in and they just have candy at the counter, like enjoy your workout and then have candy.
That's pretty funny.
And then they had pizza day.
Well, but it's actually sort of funny. I have read this where they say, like, guys who are like obviously advanced powerlifters, they just eat junk food. They eat whatever they can get their hands on, and it doesn't necessarily make
That's not
them
accurate.
I don't even know where did you hear that from?
sources.
I got a new theme song for the show. Are you ready?
Wow, that's a good one.
There we go. Short. It's short. It's sweet. Everybody knows what it is.
Yep.
That people love.
Is that what key was that in?
I believe there was a D. D plus, a D
key of
minor,
D.
D major. I don't know anything about.
So
music.
here's the question I have. Obviously, I wasn't here last week. I listened to the show, and I want to know if this is true or not, Ted. And this is not. I just want to know: did you really go out and buy pre and post workout supplements?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because in anticipation of having a consistent workout regimen, I thought that would behoove me to get those two tidbits, two supplements.
So what I told Matt is, I said, why do you need supplements? Why don't you just go work out? Why don't you just exercise?
Well, I am going to exercise, but I just figure, just not all the time, but just psychologically, I figure if I just take that pre-workout, and it's not like creatine, it's that it's like a stimulant.
No, I
it's a stimulant.
I heard the show. I know what it is.
And then the post-workout is just the protein.
It's hard enough to get to the gym and get a workout in.
Right.
You're making it way more complex. It's much more difficult to figure out. Okay, how am I going to mix this? What am I going to do? What are my dosage?
What? It's not hard to do.
No, actually, it's funny.
It's not.
I mean, it's hard to do for Ted when he's drunk, but it's
not. It's not hard to do. It just adds a layer of complexity to your planned workout. Just go there. The first thing, just go. Just exercise.
So I actually consulted my daughter, who actually works out all the time, and she recommended, and I agree with her, I guess like some of these pre-workout drinks is the equivalent of like 400 milligrams of caffeine, which is way too much. So she said just take like a quarter scoop of of the powder versus like a whole scoop, and just mix it with water, just shake it up and drink it like I used to back in the day. Just drink it while you're actually working out versus before, and then you could just dilute it with more water if you need to. So obviously water is the main.
Okay, but hold on.
That's what I heard last week.
Yeah, you did not join Planet Fitness.
I did not join Planet Fitness.
Oh, so wait. So you did actually join a gym?
I joined a gym.
Holy shit! I owe a lot of people
just
a lot of money.
Just yesterday.
So you actually okay? What gym?
A day early.
I'll have to get you the name of the gym.
It's going to be today.
It's a gym by my house. It's on Northwest Highway. It's only about a mile away. It's actually by the library, whatever that Raven Street there.
Yeah. You don't know the name of it.
Gym?
It's that gym there. Yeah. So it's like it's got that.
Dude, good luck working out with Steve Howsky.
No, you know where the Norwood restaurant is? That
Yeah,
I know it's on the
where
same
it
side of
is.
the street. It's like literally like
It's
a
across
few
from the
doors away.
parking lot. It's next to the music store.
Right. Yeah. You can't really see the name's on the top, but it's like kind of covered because there's
But
trees
it's a
there.
private turnkey gym.
It's a private gym. Yeah. So they give you a key fob.
Yeah.
You got a key. It's 24. It's a 24/7 gym.
Dude, I am texting Howsky right fucking
They give
now.
you.
Does he own that?
No, he works out there though.
So hold on a second. So just let me get. So did you have? Okay, so
We're gonna have
let's get
pictures.
to this
We're gonna
part.
have pictures.
Let's get this part right. You joined a gym yesterday. Did you
Yes.
work out yesterday?
Yes, I did a kind of a dry run workout just to kind of reset my. I mean, obviously it's going to take more than one workout, but just to get familiar with the equipment and what I wanted to use. Ultimately, I'm not going to do all the. I did about 8 exercises, 2 sets of 10 each, and I'm a little bit sore today. Surprisingly, actually not unsurprisingly, but just like in my upper back, not really my legs.
So, and I know one of the exercises I told Ted, I said do sit-ups. He said he was going to do sit-downs. So I
Nice.
thought that was kind of good. And then I said try some push-ups, and he said he was going to try some lay-downs. So I mean, what kind of things did you do?
Okay, so I'll tell you exactly what I did. So I walk in, and so it was sort of.
Okay, let's not be that exact.
It was sort of humbling because there's already 3 guys there, and you could tell these 3 guys they're probably firefighters or police officers. I just got that vibe that
Yeah,
they were.
they all are
Yeah,
there,
yeah, and they obviously were probably in their 30s, and they were just jawing with each other, having a good time. But yeah, they were obviously pretty strong, because you could tell they've been working out a long time. So it was pretty humbling to go in there, basically at a baseline of 0 since. I literally hadn't touched a weight in 10 years, and I'm, dismally out of shape. So I literally had to start with the lightest possible weight, And yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is, I'm not really worried about, but it's just funny watching those guys. I know they're not worried about what I'm doing, but just to start from 0 again is a humbling experience.
But you are worried about it because you're talking about it.
No, but I'm just saying.
The fact that you're thinking about
no,
it.
No, I don't.
So do you think?
I don't worry about that.
Do you think they were judging you at all?
No, they were like on the other side.
Oh, that's definitely a judgment zone.
Yeah.
That gym is a judgment zone.
Nice.
Gym.
I like that.
So you went to like a super
It's the
like
opposite-
bodybuilders.
that place is
No.
the opposite of Planet Fitness.
yeah.
So you went to like a bodybuilding
Yeah.
workout or something?
No, it's not a bodybuilding, but it's just a small private gym. It's actually pretty long. Like if you look at the front storefront, it looks it looks pretty modest, but when you walk in, it's actually very long. So it is a lot of a lot of equipment there. It's actually packed in pretty good the way they have it set up. They have like the ellipticals.
Dude, this is so funny.
And the treadmills in the front, and then obviously all the free weights are in the middle and in the back.
And this isn't like a CrossFit thing.
No, it's not a CrossFit. You can get private sessions if you want, but you could just go in there. Basically it's like a regular, just private gym. You go in there. You use your little key fob to get in anytime you want. It's I think it was like $40 a month. Very reasonable.
So
no contracts.
So you're just it's a month-to-month thing.
Month-to-month thing.
Okay,
yeah,
good,
yeah. So
good.
yeah. So I
Okay.
walked in.
So Ted won't be wasting $400.
Well, no, I mean, listen. I thought that you were going to join Planet Fitness and sign up for their whole 18-month thing, commit to that, and I was like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just kind of feel your way through?
Well, here's the thing. So just to backtrack. So I did go to Planet Fitness the day before that. I walked in and I had to sign like a little waiver, give my email address, and then I just took a tour on myself, just to see. I know Planet Fitness, I just couldn't remember the layout. So obviously, the vast majority of Planet Fitness is the machines, right? You got the cardio machines, right? All the cardio is like right in front, and then once you start going toward the back of the gym, then you get into the the weight machines, and then at the very back, that's where they have the free weights, which is the most limited amount. And surprisingly, they didn't have a 45-pound Olympic bar. Like just a standalone Olympic bar. Everything was attached to like a Smith machine.
Well, you're less likely to hurt yourself.
So when I went up to the front, I said, "Hey, I know it's a dumb question. I don't see it, but you don't have just like one Olympic bar." He goes, and I'll quote the guy. He goes, "No, this is a beginner's gym." That's his exact words. He said, "This is a beginner's gym."
It is.
Yeah.
Or just a recreation, a gym that
Yeah.
if you're gonna, I mean, but the Smith machine is really good for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably I would recommend somebody your age using the Smith machine to do deadlifts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would I. That's what I told him. I told him he could do it with dumbbells. That's what I told him.
I know it's a lot different because Ted used to
Power lift.
to do these exercises. No, I mean, but so it's awkward the first few times you do it, but then you'll fall in love with the Smith machine, especially doing those because there's it takes a lot of the stress off of the lift. And
I guess just I'm a creature of habit, so I'm just kind of going back to what I know, and I just know for me personally, that's one of my core exercises. I have to have that, and I could be wrong. Like you said, you could ultimately be right, but I have to at least try. So just based on that one little thing alone, I didn't even get past like asking them what would it cost, because I said once they didn't have that, I just said okay, thank you for your time, and then I just Googled gyms near where I live, and then I found this one, which I knew existed, but I thought they were closed because you can't really even tell they're open because the shades are
it
always
used
down.
to be more accessible.
Yeah, and they don't really advertise.
I want my gym to be least accessible.
Yeah.
And it was,
I like that my gym is empty.
and it was actually pretty cool because you know how I actually. So basically, when I found them on the internet, they said don't call. They didn't say don't call us, but they said text us to set up an appointment because it's by appointment only. So I just texted the number that was there, and then somebody responded, and so I.
And this was not Craigslist.
No. So,
And this is a pants on gym.
yeah, and this is
Okay, I'm just making. Teddy,
Sometimes.
So
I'm asking questions that people want to know.
He's gonna find some stuff out about
Some
this
pants
gym.
off
So I
gym.
met-
I'm not
yeah,
gonna.
so-
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna.
So I met the very nice lady who I'm assuming she's in charge or she's the owner, but she opened the door for me and basically she, I just took my own tour. I didn't need her to show me around. I just said let me take a look, and then I basically filled out a 1-page application and gave my credit card and said yep, okay, I was in. She gave me the key fob and I'm in. So now the rest is just up to me. So yeah.
Wow, would I never ever give you a key fob the first day? Yeah,
Well, I think
and
they have to.
No way. I know. I've known you for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, Matt doesn't.
And
even give
I
you a
wouldn't give
hotel
you
room key.
yeah. You know
When
what?
you guys stay together.
It's absolutely. You know why? Because he fucking loses it every time. It's just gone.
No, what he does is he writes the room number on it and
Tell
a Sharpie.
just make sure we tell everybody
and a Sharpie, and then he loses
and
it.
tell everybody what room we're in. So no, but here's the funny thing. So I signed up. So I signed.
What was that?
So I signed up for the gym at 5:30 that day, and I did my first workout at 9:30 that night.
You
know,
went back
I
drunk.
Nope. Before I drank.
Whoa.
I went back sober.
Are you
a
telling
drunk
me?
workout?
Are you telling me that yesterday
Yeah.
you didn't have anything to drink until 9? No. How long did you work out for?
I worked out for about an hour. I got there about 9:30, left at about 10:40, and then had a nightcap and went to bed. And actually,
So
here's
you didn't drink anything from
No,
the time you woke
no.
up on Monday
No.
until 10:40 at night.
and here's the best thing. I actually got a,
Bull. Now everyone
really,
knows this is
I actually
bullshit.
got a really good
Stop,
night's sleep.
stop.
I actually slept really well
You
that night.
should, yeah.
I slept really good. Yeah. It was a different type of sleep. So
Your body said, "What happened?
yeah. So but
What is that feeling?"
So just to go through the work, just real quick. I don't want to bore
No,
everybody.
I don't want to
we're
hear
done.
your workout.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah,
hear
no,
your
we're
workout. Are
completely
you fucking
covered.
crazy?
Just
You're
very-
gonna-
just
you-
very-
You already
you said
described
eight
walking
machines,
in.
three reps.
I did very light weights
Okay.
of 8 different exercises.
You said 10, but okay,
Whatever.
now it's
yeah.
8.
He said 8.
Yeah,
He
so,
said
yeah,
8.
Yeah, whatever. 8 to 10.
I thought he said
About
10.
8.
He said
yeah.
8
okay.
exercises.
And then I finished with about 15 minutes on the treadmill to cool down, and then I left. And so
That's amazing.
And now it's going to start with getting down to
Okay,
business.
so we
See
are
what happens.
keeping and people are going to want to know this. Teddy, you're going to have to give us an update.
Sure.
Okay.
There's a lot of Y guys that work out there now. I'm gonna tell you that's the vibe. In
Oh,
there.
my Y guys, like the big lunatic dudes.
Yes,
Oh,
Leaning Tower
God.
Y guys. A lot of Y guys are there now.
Oh,
It's
Teddy.
a fucking shit show.
Okay.
Oh man, they're out of control.
Oh, it's great.
Ridiculous.
I'm just going to keep my head down and just do the best I can.
Oh, dude, you're a target.
Oh man.
You're a target.
like a sexual assault target, or
Yeah, I mean that amongst other things.
well,
yeah.
I probably couldn't fight him off. I'm probably the weakest
you're
guy there.
definitely,
so-
You're
Well,
definitely.
yes. Somebody's always. I mean, every gym there's always a victim,
Yeah.
right? Luckily, at my gym, it's all the 80-year-old people.
I just saw. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
your gym has a Twitter feed, and they just said new victim.
Wait, what's the thing we read the other day? So
We want to congratulate Ted, our
Yeah.
newest victim.
Yeah.
So Patrick Pass, who's the former fullback for the Patriots, he was accused of shoving down an 80-year-old man in a gym in whatever state it was.
Well, yeah, that
It was
the
a Planet
motherfucker wouldn't
Fitness.
get off the.
Yeah.
he
It
wouldn't
was
get
a-
off the fucking.
He denied it,
Yeah, it was a Planet
Machine.
Fitness, but yeah, he denied it.
but don't they have like video? But like, aren't
Of
there
course,
video cameras
I
everywhere?
told you they have more cameras at Planet Fitness than they do in the Amazon Fresh store.
Yeah.
How is that not going to be?
Well,
on,
our
and
buddy Pete, we were talking, we were golfing the other day, and he's talking about this, and he goes, oh Matt, he goes, I know how you feel. I go, about what? And he goes, I was working out, and he works out at Planet Fitness,
Yeah.
and he was doing 2 machines, so he was on one, then going back and forth, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I can tell, I know exactly what you're going to say, Pete,
Yeah.
that you got off of one and somebody got on the other one. He's like, yes,
Yeah.
and I said, okay. I go, and then you said, hey, do you mind if we just switch off? And that person said no, because they have no idea of gym etiquette or how it
Yeah,
works,
yeah.
right? And then you got mad.
Well, it's like golf
and
etiquette.
He's
it's like golf etiquette,
yes.
you know. Yeah. Well, so here's the funny thing. So years ago when I used to work out, I this happened to me only like one time. So I was at I want to say it's an export, and I was at the squat rack. And then as I was I think I can't remember exactly, but I was just about to start my set, and this woman came running from like literally like the other side of the gym. She goes, "Hey, I'm using that." I said, "No, you're not, because you're over there." And I'm over here, but it was part of some circuit, periodization workout. I said, ma'am, you can't use 10 machines at the same time. I said, I can easily
No,
work
not,
in.
not if there's more than ready.
Yeah.
One person in
Yeah.
there. If you're
I
the
s-
only person in
yeah.
the gym, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, and so I mean, I just kind of backed off, but she immediately put down her bag like right there, and then she walked away. She didn't even she was like reserving it for later. Obviously, I was too much of a sissy to say something to the manager. I did, because there was another squat rack. It wasn't a big deal, but at the time, yeah, you can't hog all the gym equipment.
No, people still do it.
Yeah.
It's a thing, because when I go to the one gym,
Yeah.
you gotta there's a towel and a giant water bottle. I mean, like a water bottle, like
Yeah.
7 gallons of water.
But there's no person there.
And
there's no person. There's no workout going on.
phone and keys
There's
and all
no-
this
there's
stuff.
no workout going
Yeah,
on,
and
yeah.
I just slowly
Yeah.
move it out of the way. And you're like, that's my stuff. I go, I know, but it's in my way. I get it. I know it's your stuff.
Actually, on the last note, if I ever got shoved down by a former NFL player at the gym, it's probably because I had it coming.
I told you.
I had it coming.
I told you he was wearing a Giants jersey.
Didn't they win the other day?
It was probably Archie Manning.
Didn't they win?
Oh my God!
It was probably the old man, old Arch Manning.
From the Saints, yeah.
He's
from
about
the
82, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's about 82.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was probably him wearing a Giants jersey and the fucking.
And he just got pissed.
Yeah, because he lost twice to his
Lost
son.
twice to the Giants. Oh my God! All right, let's get this thing rolling here. This is the Real 3 Idiots podcast, and happy National Punctuation Day.
And record release day.
What?
That's a Tuesday. So
All right. So
that's
so
every Tuesday.
today is National Punctuation Day, and they actually gave me a list of ways to celebrate Punctuation Day.
Okay.
You guys want to try one of the, I mean,
Yeah.
we try one at some point. Here, ready? Spend the day critiquing others' mistakes.
Well, didn't you do that?
That'd make
for
you-
your,
that'd
wait,
make friends.
Is that finished with a period?
I guess.
did you do that every day for your whole career at some point?
Yeah, no shit. That's basically what a teacher does. Determine which of your contracts for insurance, warranties, or service have a misplaced comma that might be to your benefit. These are just ways to celebrate
That's
it.
true.
Avoid punctuation altogether. Just complete crossword puzzles. Don't use any punctuation.
Ted, remember when you and I wanted to do chess talk?
Yeah.
I got the last one.
We couldn't do chess talk, but he could do this.
I'm just giving you ways to celebrate.
I understand what you're
people
doing.
celebrate this. The last one is if you do any of these things, have a loaded gun right next to you and then blow your brains out.
Okay, we weren't going to do that.
That would be the worst.
We're bringing chess talk back.
My favorite one actually was make a meatloaf and form the loaves into punctuation shapes. Yeah.
Actually,
but don't eat it. Kill yourself. Definitely kill yourself before you do that.
No, we need to have a segment on the show. Like, what would you do if you were P. Diddy's defense attorney right now?
Dude, is it just me, or is everyone's Instagram feed blowing up with these P. Diddy videos from the past?
From people who are friends with him?
Yeah, like from Justin Bieber to, I mean, every former president, everybody.
Leonardo DiCaprio was there.
Well,
he didn't do nothing.
Oh, yeah, he was his number
didn't
one
do nothing.
invite to everything.
Yeah.
He said that. P. Diddy said this like 8 years ago. His number one guest, the first person he invites to everything he does is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who now wants nothing to do with him.
That was like 10 years ago.
I could see. Wow. I could. You know what though? Hold on a second. If you were loaded like that, and you knew there were those kind of parties,
beyond loaded,
Freak-offs.
I mean, I can't say that if I was if I was at that
I'm
time.
not judging.
Yeah,
I'm not saying.
I couldn't say that. Like, hey man, okay, so let me get straight. We're gonna go there. There's gonna be tons of booze, tons of drugs, and chicks that will do anything.
Anything.
And the guy goes, yeah. And I go like this. I go, yeah, I'm busy. I'm busy that day. Yeah, I just don't see that
He's
happening.
shaking his head. Yes.
Yes.
Saying
well,
I'm busy.
well, I think we have to assume that not every party he threw was a freak off. Is that what they call them?
What, you said
Yeah.
not?
And not every single party he threw was like.
But every party they're talking about was.
Yeah. So there must be the majority of it. But I
Yes.
guess to put it in context, I didn't know this, but I guess like at the time, like P. Diddy, he could literally make or break somebody's career because he was like the go-to guy. He was like
So he was Weinstein.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
the Weinstein, and that was the casting couch. The freak off was the casting couch. So if you said no to him, he could basically ruin or just blacklist you or your career at the time because that's how powerful he was. But he's getting.
I didn't realize he was that powerful. I
Yeah.
didn't realize he was that
Because
important.
I thought he was like a rapper, but I guess he transitioned to like a producer.
No,
and-
he wasn't. So this is the funniest thing. So this again was like, I think it was in 2005. I saw it. TV Funhouse, you know the SNL. They do the skits.
Oh, yeah.
TV Funhouse did a cartoon skit. It's like 3 minutes long about P. Diddy and these kids, and it's like a career thing. They asked him, Mr. Diddy, what do you do? And he's like, he couldn't figure out what he did. Like, what was his job? And then so they would ask him, and he would say, well, I don't know. Let's figure it out. So it was like a Scooby-Doo skit sort of thing. So they're like, let's solve this mystery. Like the mystery was, what is my job?
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, do you do this? And he's like, well, sometimes. And it just went on for like 3 minutes, and it's fucking hilarious. And it turns out he's nothing. Like, he's not a record producer. He never produced a record. He's not a rapper because he never really had his own album or anything like that. He's not this. He's not. They just went through all the things that people would think he is.
So how did he make all the money?
Well,
he was very, very wealthy, right?
I know, but that's
one of the wealthiest, like almost like $1 billion.
So I guess he was like and they were like, what, are you an agent? Do you represent people? Are you this? Are you that? And he was kind of like,
Did he just charge for the parties?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I would pay a lot of money.
Maybe he was a baby oil aficionado. he grew,
No, I
he-
mean,
so I
it sounds
think
like
he
if
he
you
had a-
got
he had a-
super wealthy
he had-
people,
he had a baby oil farm
I
somewhere.
think he was like a matchmaker, or like he would find a talent, latch onto them, and convince them that he was doing everything for them, and then he just funneled all the money.
kind of like a
funneled to him.
manager or
Yeah, but I mean,
talent
like,
agent.
but they had managers and they had this and they,
So
well, he just opened. He's a door opener.
and the record. Well, I don't know.
So Justin Bieber actually lived with him when he was like 13. That's what I heard. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
my
no,
God!
no,
Oh,
no, I mean not
no.
not
There's a
weird way.
video. No, there's a video of when he was 15. He's like,
Yeah.
I have custody of him for 2 days, for 48 hours. It was a whole fucking thing. He spent like a weekend at his house.
Yeah, but
when
he's
15.
obviously a musical protege. So obviously P. Diddy at the time must have had some
I'm not
connections.
even thinking about that.
Oh, the video's nuts because he's literally on. It's all over Instagram. Again, I'm not. Everyone's listening. I apologize because you've probably seen it before. But he's literally on there with Justin Bieber, and he's saying, "This Justin's 15 years old. He's under my custody
he's
for
Don-
2
he's
days.
Don King. He's the Don
He's like-
King. He's the
he goes,
Don
I got
King.
this kid for 2 days.
Yeah.
We're going to do some stuff. We can't talk about it. It's definitely not something a 15-year-old should be doing, blah, 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 blah.
He said all that?
Oh, all of it. And Bieber's like this smiling. And he's like, yeah, it's not something we could talk about.
Yeah, because you're going to jail.
Because he's only 15 years old. It went on. And this was when he was literally 15. So that was like 10 years ago. It's just.
So has the world changed that much where 10 years ago you could say all that and he didn't get busted 10 years? How do you not get busted from that? It's all the proof is right
there's
there.
all these people saying that he's been out in the open talking about this shit.
Everybody knows about it. It's like Weinstein. Everybody knew about it. But for some reason now, whatever the catalyst was to trip him up now, it just came out. It's like the Me Too
why
movement.
now?
It's like the Me
I
Too
don't know.
movement for him.
Yeah,
So here-
the Weinstein thing, you're right, because
Yeah,
Courtney
they-
Love called him out like
it was
10
all
years
everybody
ago.
knew about it. They would tell when they went to the Academy Awards, they would actually make like side on the jokes on stage about keep away from Harvey Weinstein because he'll fondle you or something like that.
Well, no, that's not entirely true.
Yeah.
It was always under tongue in cheek because nobody wanted to put it out there because they would never work again. Like Courtney Love got blacklisted from Hollywood because she put it out there immediately. They asked her like one thing, like, what's one thing you don't do when you're in Hollywood? She said, well, I'll tell you what not to do. If Harvey Weinstein invites you to a private party on the 10th floor of so-and-so hotel, don't go. Don't go to any private parties that you're being invited to for Harvey Weinstein.
It's not a party. It's a rape.
It's a rape.
Yeah.
But she basically said that, and then she said it again and again and again, and then that was it. She never did a movie again since that.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a nut
And,
job.
and who did
but,
who did
that's
P
what
Diddy stop from doing anything?
So here's what I know. So here's what I read. So basically, he was smart. He tried to. Here's the funny thing. He knew he was going to get arrested. 'Cause I think he kind of knew it was coming. So he had a mansion in obviously some exclusive area of Miami Beach, of course.
yeah.
So he paid off He paid off the mortgage on his mansion with the intention of putting up the mansion as collateral for bail. So I guess he offered a $50 million bail. He'll go on bail for $50 million, surrender like multiple passports, and they refused, and basically now they're holding him over for trial. So my question is this:
Okay, hold on. We talked about this the other day. How do you have 6 passports?
I don't know. Let's assume he has one. Okay.
Well, I didn't
let's
hear-
assume he has
I
one.
mean-
Okay, but I distinctly remember reading it was 6. I don't know why, but okay, let's assume it's obviously he has one
No,
passport.
but you're saying it's 6. It was reported 6.
Yeah, I don't know why.
This is what I don't understand. It says he had 6 passports. Is it 6 of the exact same passport so that it
Well, he
doesn't
could-
matter,
maybe he
or
has a-
is it fake? Is it your passport? Does it say
No,
P Diddy and all the rest of it?
He probably had an American passport. He probably had a Jamaican passport. I don't know.
How do you do? But if you're not, how do you get? Like, how would I get an additional passport from another
if
country?
you're not a citizen of
Well,
the
he
country,
could be. He could be a resident of another country. I don't know.
I don't know. Can you? You can't get if I just go live in Ireland, I can't get a passport.
But you
from
have
I
you have
don't
one
know.
you have $1
Maybe
billion
you have
you have
to.
$1
I don't
billion.
Oh, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so anyway, so here's long story short.
Only 6?
Yeah. So here's my question. Okay, I'm assuming he's not that smart, but okay, you're about to be arrested, and there's no guarantee that you're going to be let go on bail, and you might spend the rest of your life in prison, kind of like R. Kelly. Wouldn't you take one of those passports and go to like a non-extradition country before you get arrested, kind of like Roman Polanski did back in the day, and just make a statement, come out with a statement that says, I am not guilty of all these charges, but due to this ongoing miscommunication, unfortunately, I am not able to return to the United States until this matter is cleared up, which is code for I ain't coming back ever again.
Yeah, I don't think he would have gotten
So
out
he
of the country.
so he fucked up.
they had him. They weren't going to let him.
Well, before before he knew.
This has been going on for a year.
Yeah.
That he knew he was being investigated for over 2 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying at
So
some point during that 2 years,
they
if
kn-
he would have
no.
just gone, I mean,
He probably never.
No,
left
he
the
could
country.
get out.
He
You
could-
could
he
just
would
get out
get
on a
out.
boat.
he would have
Yeah,
got out.
okay.
He's got $1 billion,
Dude, hold on a second.
He's got $1 billion.
Are you saying that a guy with $1 billion couldn't rent a boat that takes him to Mexico,
We
and
don't
then
know
from
the
Mexico?
circumstances behind the investigation.
But what I'm saying is, if you just rented a boat, it's like, hey man, I'm just going
He's
on a
not,
boat.
he's not under house
they're,
arrest.
they're watching him.
If they're what? I mean,
He's
can't
under
get-
constant
You
surveillance.
can't get a P Diddy
how
body
much
double.
money did we waste? How much money are we wasting on this?
P
I'm
Diddy?
just saying. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying that's how you.
And if you're ever wondering, if you're going to go to non-extradition countries, China, Russia, and Somalia are non-extradition countries, along with
There you go.
Afghanistan and Uganda. So
Yes.
I see Iran, Lebanon. Yeah. Listen, escaping is not as easy as you think because most of these countries are fucking horrifying.
Oh,
Isn't Argentina non-extradition?
I do not see. I see Algeria. I mean, these are
That's
Brunei.
northern Northern
Djibouti,
Africa. Djibouti.
Indonesia, Moldova. Yeah, you're kind of fucked.
No,
If you-
Indonesia, you can just. I mean, Indonesia is the most populous country, one of the most populous countries in the world.
Yeah.
You can just, like I said, he has $1 billion. He can make.
We're beating this fucking point to death.
yeah.
Well, right now he's.
If I hear you say he's got $1 billion one more time, I'm going to choke
no,
this microphone.
No, not anymore. He doesn't have $1 billion
All right.
anymore.
He doesn't?
You said it again. That's it.
Did he give it to me?
He's going to be paying a lot of attorney fees.
All right, so we got it. You know what? Fuck. That's a tough one to take. If you're a lawyer, that's a tough one to take. Like, I mean,
No, it's not.
It's an
That
easy
you
one-
know you're gonna get
it's an easy
paid.
one to take.
You know, like Ted said.
I don't know, man.
You're going to get
I mean,
paid.
how do you stand in front of 12 people and try to convince somebody that
That's not what
all these
that's not-
things didn't happen?
That's not what you're trying
That's
to
a
do.
that's
at
a
this
deep
point.
fake. That's a deep fake. She's lying. He's lying.
I think
It's
I-
called
see-
reasonable doubt.
I think at this
Ladies,
point,
I can see the wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I know that they had 418 people and 3,000 hours of video that show something my client might have done to all of those people, but I can tell you right now, all fake.
that he brought here illegally from Belize
Yeah, all.
for his parties.
Well, by the way, my retainer for this case is about $15 million. So of course, he's not guilty.
I mean, hold on a second. Why would you even? I mean, why would you? What are the odds? You have a trial like for this, and the hope that one person is like a fan. You don't do anything, so it can't be a fan of you. But one person just doesn't want you convicted, and you try to get out of it because it seems like you want to make a deal as fast as possible.
Yeah,
don't
this
you?
isn't going to trial.
Okay. All right. Sorry. It just it always blows my mind like when like with those kid shooters and stuff when they have a trial and you're just like, what do you think? They have video of you doing it. You said you did it. They have video of you doing it.
Well, that doesn't negate the rule of law or
But
judicial
why
system.
go to trial? I mean,
That's the
cut
way it
yourself some
works.
slack, man. Just admit to it and
but if
maybe
they
get a
don't,
later
well,
deal.
if they don't cut you a deal, like I said, there's no incentive to cut them a
But
deal.
even standing there reliving all that, I mean, that's I don't know, man. That just seems like it gets worse no matter what you do.
Well,
That's
he-
all I'm saying. It
Okay,
just seems
well-
worse. All right, let's get to Teddy's tips. Mark, do you have
I do, but you got to give me a second here.
a sweet ass poem?
It could be sweet
Okay.
if I have a moment to gather my thoughts.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to do the sponsor first?
Yeah, I'm just busting balls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right, do it.
please. No, yeah, give me.
Do
a
the sponsor
Yeah,
first? Okay. Ted's Tips is brought to you by all the cops that just go about doing their jobs and don't harass, shoot, or in general act like profound fuck ups, despite knowing every human being on the planet is recording them. Remember, the stories you hear are an unbelievably small percentage of all the people that risk their life to protect you every day. So the next time you get pulled over, asked a question, or get yourself in trouble and need help, remember that the person you are asking for help is a human being, and their job is a lot shittier than it used to be. Just a little shout out to everybody in blue.
Blue.
Yep. Agree.
All right.
All right, pull them up, man.
Teddy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, well, they can't hypnotize a tree. Not words tips, not words trips that make a listener want to do flips. If you can tip, let it rip, but not so fast. This is close to being in the past. But first, we need to be clear. Dear listener, please beware. Using Ted's tips to solve your ails may result in the loss of hair and nails. All right, now we know. Ted's tips knows no bounds. So here goes. Ted, make your rounds.
Oh, man, I love that. I love that song. Sometimes your words
I remember that song.
hypnotize
Yeah,
me.
I remember that.
Hypnotize.
Yeah.
That's very good. All right,
Biggie
here-
Smalls.
Yeah.
Rip.
Ted, I know I ask you this every week, but are you ready?
I'm prepared.
Okay.
I'm mentally prepared.
This is a good tip.
This is a good one. I like this one. Ted, I need your help. This is it's hard to say without laughing. Let me try. I'm going to start again. Sorry. Ted, I need your help. I accidentally slept with one of my girlfriend's friends.
It's an accident. It
That is
happens. It happens.
That
you know.
is so. That is just. I you know what? You know what? A lot of guys can be like, yep, I know. I already know this one. I know where this is going. We ended up at the same party and didn't know anyone. After a few too many drinks, we had sex. She said she is never going to tell, but I think I need to be honest and tell my girlfriend. I'm feeling pretty guilty. What should I do? Yancey, 24, Exeter, England.
Yancey.
Well, Ted, first of all,
what are we gonna do?
first of all, I don't want you to be hard on this guy. It was an accident.
Did you say
It was an
All right,
accident.
let him.
hard? You say hard on?
Don't steer him in a
No, I'm just
direction
saying,
you want
just
him to
don't
go.
be-
I
don't be a
know you
jackal.
just say don't.
No, this. Well, this is a judgment-free zone for the most part. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, Yancey. Here's point number one. You kind of fucked up, all right, and you probably know that. But okay, and here's the thing: when we talk about it, it depends what our definition of accident is. Now, if you were both rendered unconscious and somebody artificially inflated your penis to make it erect, and then took forceps to open up this woman's vagina, and then put your penis in her vagina against her will, then that would be an accident. But unfortunately, as you know, with criminal law, being drunk or under the influence of drugs is no defense. So it's really no defense in this case too. So you both obviously made a conscious decision. You made a choice. Choices have consequences. So here's what you're going to do. So obviously, as you probably know, Yancey, two people can keep a secret if one of them's dead. So when this girl, I'm just being honest with you. All right.
Well, you can't.
I'm just being
you
honest.
Yancey,
can't-
kill yourself.
You
Yeah.
can't do that.
Kill yourself.
That's
no,
not what
isn't
you're
that what he's
saying.
saying?
Might I finish? May I finish?
Ted, and by the way, your description of that sex act was the most terrifying thing I have ever heard a human being ever
Okay,
utter.
let him
Sorry,
say it.
go ahead.
I'm just talking about accidents. Anyway, so long story short, yeah. So when your girlfriend's friend, quote unquote, assures you that she won't tell, yeah, there's a 50-50 chance she might not. And there's a 50-50 chance the next time she's drinking with her friend that she's going to blab it all. So here's what you're going to do. You need to do some damage control, like with a politician who's in trouble. You need to get in front of it. And the way you get in front of it, it needs to come from you. So I would say the best thing to do is go to your girlfriend, just fess up, because
Don't describe it the way Ted did.
Don't describe
Do
it that way,
not
yeah, so, yeah.
describe it
Yeah.
the way Ted described
keep it very generic, yeah. But just say something happened where there was, unfortunately, a sexual interlude between me and one of your besties, wherever she might be.
You're laughing about it.
I'm just saying. So I'm just, Yancey, you're gonna have to use your own judgment how you want to proceed with this. But I would just say you need to get in front of it because it's going to be worse if she hears it from this girl because now now your girlfriend's going to have her narrative. So at least if you throw out your narrative, at least you could, and then if the girl throws out her narrative, at least your girlfriend has heard your narrative first. Because there's the thing you don't want. You don't want to be with this woman a year from now, marry her, get her pregnant or baby trapped. I don't know, whatever, if she does that to you. And then it comes out and then, you're looking at potentially 18 years of child support payments. At least get it over with now. If the girl's your girl, she'll be pissed. Of course, she'll be pissed. Maybe she'll have some revenge sex with one of your friends. I don't know. It's possible.
Nancy, I'm available for friendship.
And you had that coming. So, but anyway, and then maybe things go back to normal after that. It's possible, depending on her emotional IQ. Some people have better emotional IQ than others. Some people don't. We don't know what your girlfriend's emotional IQ is until you let her know. But yeah, that would be my advice. Is as distasteful as it might seem. You can't assume. Yeah, there's no guarantee that this other girl is she's going to tell everyone, including Santa Claus. Let's just face it.
You know what?
She's going to tell the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
She's going to have a drink in her. Yeah, she's going to tell somebody, and then it's going to, even if she doesn't tell your girlfriend, it'll get back to her eventually. So the way to get in front, you need to get in front of it by giving your girlfriend your narrative of what happened, and that's my advice.
So, yeah, so you know what? I mean, you know what's going to happen. There's going to be a bunch of girls sitting around. They're going to be talking about the best sex they ever had, right? And then it's going to get to that girl.
Not that Yancey's going to be on the list for that.
No,
yes.
it's going to get to that girl, and that girl's going to say, she's going to be a little liquored up. She goes, you know what? The best sex I ever had, and Yancey's girlfriend's going to go, with who? She goes, your boyfriend. He was fucking awesome. I mean, oh my God!
But here, I'm not.
Like,
I have nothing.
what?
I have nothing to add to this, like Matt. But I do have a question for you, Ted. Is there a drink or some sort of something to like a mind eraser?
Yeah, it's called Malort. No, I don't know that.
No, it's called a Cosby.
Can he slip her something where this?
He already did, Mark. That's the problem.
yeah.
He already slipped her
All right,
something.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you can't erase somebody's
No,
memory.
it's not what the movie Men in Black. They took that little stick and they waved it in front of
Yeah,
you. They
yeah,
wrote the
something
memory.
like
Yeah,
that.
but unfortunately, that's the movie's. If they come out, if they had that in real life, I'd say get that on Amazon.
He can convince her that it never happened.
Oh, like Gaslighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible.
You mean like, I'm going to have to tell your girlfriend that we had sex? No.
We didn't have sex.
We didn't have sex.
Yeah.
What-
That wasn't
what are you
me.
What are you talking
That
about?
wasn't me.
I mean,
that
what
was
do you
my
think?
twin brother.
Yeah, what do you think? We both passed out, and then someone made my penis erect and then opened up your vagina and then and put me inside you.
ridiculous.
Is that the way it works? You have to open a vagina to get a
that is
penis in?
Well, I think
Is that the most
is that-
terrifying description?
I think the word is dilate.
That is the most
Delayed.
terrifying description I have ever heard of sex. in
Matt
my
thinks
entire life.
vaginas have a zipper. Do you have to unzip the vagina?
No, I think it snaps, right?
Oh.
Is it snaps?
Like a onesie?
Yeah.
Three buttons? 3 little snaps?
Yeah, I mean, I got those. What do you call it? Those onesie pajamas with the back end that opens.
Cute. Yeah, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to what's the first rule of digging? You dug yourself
That's
a hole.
scary.
You dug yourself a hole. The first rule.
Then you dig
stop-
another hole for her.
Yeah, stop.
Throw her in.
Stop digging. Well,
boy.
then we're getting in a whole different conversation there. Yeah, here's what's going to happen. So,
Pun intended.
What are you going to do? You're gonna bribe her. You're gonna send her some like blackmail money, even though she's not like blackmailing you, to say please don't, just to ensure that you don't tell my girlfriend here's 5,000 Bitcoin or something. I don't know. Here's some Bitcoin, and then
So now you're gonna go.
Well, the cover-up's the worst, right?
You're cheating on your girlfriend.
the cover-up's worse.
You don't tell her.
Yeah.
And then you pay off her friend.
You try to buy her silence, or God forbid something worse. But here the thing is, you're just going to make a bad situation worse because
Wouldn't the girl that he cheated with? They're not going to stay friends. There's no way two women stay friends if one of them bangs the other girl's boyfriend. So if she talks,
that's not possible.
Crazier things
yeah.
have happened.
Yeah, it's possible.
I can name
They might gang up on.
many
They might gang
different
up on
type of
him.
relationships
Oh, yeah.
that are weirder than that.
Don't assume that.
So
Don't
you
assume
think the
that.
two girls? You think if he doesn't come clean, if Yancey just I'm just going to keep it on the QT, I'm going to hope and pray,
hope and pray?
hope and pray,
Yeah.
and then if that girl says, "Oh, by the way, whatever it is," she just gets mad one day and she's like, "Yeah, you know what? This is the worst taco dip I've ever had, and I sucked your boyfriend," and then she's just like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then they would stay friends.
But we have no idea what the culture is like over there in regards to these type of situations.
You think England is different? Aren't they a little bit more repressed? No.
What do you mean different? Different than us? Yes, they're
Yeah.
different than us. You don't think that they have different boundaries? They have different.
It's still you had sex with your girlfriend's friend. You've crossed all the
Dude,
boundaries.
Southern.
I
Okay,
mean,
I'll give you an example right now.
shoot her mom, and I guess you've gone a step too far.
It's different in different states, dude. It's different in different areas in different states.
I mean, seriously, you think that's acceptable somewhere?
No, I'm not saying it's acceptable. I'm just saying it may not be as big a deal as you think it is there. It may be one of these things where like, okay, fine, let's move on.
Yeah.
Casual
Dump
sex
him and let's stay friends.
Do you ever see that thing right now, like in I think it's like Norway or something? Like they have like one night stands is like the number one way, like these college kids and shit just have sex.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. Where is that exactly?
Another country. We're talking about other countries.
What
and cultures.
country? I
said
want to
Norway.
Norway.
You write
Okay,
that down.
Ted, hold
What?
on a second. I just want to research
Oh, I got you.
how much flights are to Norway. That's all I want.
Is that a
Oslo.
is that a non-extradition country too?
Ted, I don't care if I get extradited. Yeah, I'm not committing
I'm
a
just
crime.
saying. I'm just saying. What might be weird to us may not be so weird to somebody else that's on the other side of the pond.
Yeah, or just person to person. Yeah, some people could handle
Right.
that better than
But
others.
obviously, he's consulting you for a reason.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I have answers.
because
So
I think
maybe
he
that-
wanted somebody to tell him not to talk.
Yeah.
I think he wants to say it, but I think he needed somebody to say don't say it. And Ted said
they're-
say it.
I think they're pretty quiet over there.
Yeah, sure, I can say that too. Here, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the flip side. Yeah, don't say anything, and hope and pray for the best that this doesn't blow up in your face a year from now. Because here's what's going to happen: is you might get away with it, like instant gratification, like maybe 6 months. Everything's going good with your girl. You get more serious with her, and then for some reason, let's just say. Not anything. Let's just say your girlfriend and her friend have a falling out that you have no control over.
Ooh, that would be the way it comes out,
That's
right?
again, that's an American
and
thing.
then on the way
That's
out
an American thing.
out the door, she says, "Oh, by the way, Yancey,
Yeah,
he's fancy."
See, you're describing like an American show, like all snap, like they get all like. But
No,
they're
I mean,
not, I don't think,
whatever the
I
English
think they're
version is.
very reserved in England.
But
I think
human-
I think they're very quiet and they take the high road more times.
I'm
than
just
not.
talking about human nature.
That's
I'm just talking
not a
about human
thing.
nature
That's a cultural thing.
is universal. Human nature, greed is universal.
Revenge is not a human nature. That's not
fear is human nature. Revenge is a human nature.
Okay, no,
It's human
not.
nature.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't think revenge is human nature?
human nature? No, I don't think revenge is human nature. I think it's a conscious choice that you do.
I
don't
think
it's
the
something
problem.
that-
I
don't
think
think you're born with
greed-
vengeance.
I think the
fear.
problem with revenge is you could say something that you don't want to say in the heat of something like with the two women, right? They have a falling out for some reason, whatever it is.
No control. The Yancey has no control over.
Yancey has no control over it.
Yep.
It just turns in this weird thing, and Yancey's girlfriend says something that maybe is a little mean about, just something.
Maybe she's shitting on her boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that her friend just goes, "Oh yeah? Well, guess what?" Yeah, because and then you could just be like, and then there's things that you say.
Okay, you're
when
getting
you
crazy.
No, but there's things you say when you're just like,
I know.
Shit, I didn't want to say that.
I'm just impressed that I don't think Ted said he assumed. I don't think
He didn't say assume once.
You didn't assume anything in this thing. You were
did
right
not.
for
That
it.
was
You
damn
didn't have to
impressive.
assume anything.
No. It was short, but he filled it with everything that we know. We know exactly the situation, right? We know exactly how all this works.
I guess.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
And now, Yancey probably conceptually knows the situation, but now he overtly knows the situation, and now he can make an informed decision. Yeah, sure, you can keep your mouth shut, and you might get away with it. Congratulations if you do. More power to you. But if you don't,
Yeah.
listen to the show again.
Instead of saying assume, you said that 5 times.
All right. That's what? I'm okay with it.
I rubbed the magic lamp 5 times, Mark. I still don't have $1 billion.
God.
I am okay with it. All right. Do you guys travel a lot?
Yeah, I come to this basement once a week.
You ever notice how Matt always asks us stupid questions that he knows the answers to?
Well, that's
No,
what-
I'm asking.
If we travel a lot,
Yeah, do you guys travel a lot?
wouldn't you know?
I do know. I do know. But maybe everybody out there
Yeah,
doesn't know.
I've been gone for I've been gone for the last month. I just got back.
All right. Have you guys ever been to the Grand Canyon? How's that?
No, I'd like to go.
Yes.
I've never been there. I'd like to go.
I
Ted, do not.
Oh,
Under any circumstances,
It's actually before he.
for the next 3 months, do not go to the Grand Canyon.
It's like it could be life-changing experience.
Yeah, or life
I
and
was
death.
a-
I've read people falling in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah,
when I went.
sure.
I'm telling you.
Okay,
it
but
was
here's the
amazing.
problem with the Grand Canyon right now, at this exact minute.
Right.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know this. 15 people every year die at the Grand Canyon.
I
That's
didn't know
the
that.
average.
I didn't know that.
Exactly the average, 15. 1 year, it was like I think in 2016, it was like 35 people died.
All the same
have
way.
no
All the
idea.
same way.
No,
No,
we'll get into
no.
that. We'll get into that. But right now, already this year, 14 people have died. Okay?
Wow.
And we have 3 months to go. So here's what I'm telling everyone who's listening. If you have plans to go to the Grand Canyon, stop, cancel those plans, don't go.
Oh.
The 15th person is just waiting.
Yeah. It's a numbers game,
it's like
right?
a sword of
Statistic.
Damocles.
It's a statistic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hanging over your head.
Yep.
So do not go to the Grand Canyon until January 1st. Okay? Yeah. You got to take a risk. You could be number 1,
Yeah.
but you don't want to go and try to be 15. That's
Yeah.
or even be 15. That's a terrible concept.
But I think most people die down in the canyon, not falling over like you would think.
So that's the funniest thing.
Yeah, and most people die. They're not like falling down into the Grand Canyon. They're down there on the river camping or whitewater rafting and all that sort of shit.
Okay, so a lot of people do die like that. Whitewater rafting. I didn't realize this.
Snake
floods.
bite. Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
the
it has
washes.
flood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wash,
so when
wash
it
rate.
floods,
Well, it could be in Colorado, and
right.
next thing
If
you know,
there's heavy rains,
Yep.
they get stuck down there,
Yeah.
and then they have nowhere to go because
Yeah.
they don't really. A lot of hikers,
Because they're in a canyon.
tons of hikers.
It's a
die.
canyon.
Okay,
It's like a saucer. The
Yeah.
water just gathers there. Yeah, it makes
right.
sense.
A
Well,
lot
there's
of
a lot of
people who-
washes
Yeah,
that
a
you
lot
stay
of people that hike have no clue what they're doing, and it's really extreme.
Yeah.
and get lost, and then it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's way bigger than you think. I mean, it is way bigger.
Isn't it
than
this
you
one of
think.
the seven wonders of the world?
I
Original
believe it
seven
is.
wonders of the
I
world.
believe
yeah.
it is. The thing they talked about was the hikers. They either a lot of them die from dehydration, and this is weird, or too much water.
yeah, I was
I didn't know
was
that.
going to say dehydration.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's not drowning, by the way. That's not drowning.
It's called hydration.
Over the course of time, and I looked this up over the history, 100 people have jumped.
Purposely?
Purposely
Yeah.
jumped.
Well, kind of like the Golden Gate Bridge before they put the barrier up there.
Yeah.
I guess that was the most famous place to commit suicide, at least in California. So,
yeah.
you know.
And 40 people were murdered in the actual Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I
Does
can
that
see,
blow your mind?
I can see that. You know why? Because I mean, it's think about a secluded place where there's no witnesses in the middle of the wilderness. So I mean, you know,
You know what we need to do on this show when Matt just said blow your mind? We need to find like phrases or words that each of us use or overuse on the show. Like your mind's blown all the time.
My mind is pretty much blown.
You
all the
assume all the time.
I like-
I think I've got like 4 or 5 different things that I probably just repeat. Like
well, we're all
like right now. Like
You
I'm
do.
like, oh,
we're all repeaters. We're all repeaters at some point. You know,
All right, so are you ready for the biggest? And you've never been to Grand Canyon.
never been. Well, I'm not going now.
And you've never been. You've been.
I've been, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really big.
I mean, I would just stay on top and just like look at the go to the designated spots and
So
not
the
go in
most people who have died in the Grand Canyon or from the Grand Canyon. This is the weirdest thing: helicopter and plane accidents. That is a majority. A third of the
Interesting.
people. There was a time for about 30 years where the people doing the trips, doing the like sightseeing,
the tours, yeah.
they just crashed
Yeah.
constantly into the
Well,
canyon.
some of those have been
Constant.
rescue missions too,
Yeah.
and some of those rescue missions, the person got out. Like I know there's one instance where a helicopter crashed doing a rescue mission, and that person was already out.
Wow.
They went to go rescue them.
Somebody
Yeah.
that wasn't there. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Is the weather? Does the weather get crazy? Like
I
you
could be
know,
making that up.
like
too.
if you're on the top, if you're like on the top of a
Why
mountain,
would you-
like they had to rescue somebody who's like mountain climbing. Is the weather like is like a Bermuda Triangle type weather there, where the weather can cause plane
It's
crashes?
got actual
or-
weather.
It affects the
Yeah.
clouds. The
There's
canyons
actual
affect-
snow and stuff. When
Yeah.
we were up there,
Yeah.
it had snowed.
Yeah, it's like 7,000
in
foot
winter,
elevation. So
Yeah, but
plus
here's what I'm saying, and this is the point I want to make for everybody that's listening. If you're coming to America, if you're from someplace else, Yancey, if you and your girlfriend are coming and she's bringing a friend, don't go to the Grand Canyon for the next 3 months. Okay, there's literally right now, the
But
Grand
then-
Canyon
but-
is angry and
but-
it needs a victim.
Yeah, but then
it's looking for it's a vengeful God looking for a sacrifice.
yeah, but
just
if you
P.
go
Diddy.
on
Don't
if you
be
go
you.
on the first, you're resetting the numbers though. So now you
Right, but-
it's even
but that's
more,
for
it's even
everybody.
worse. The odds are now
I would
Greater.
say no. I would say not.
okay.
I would say right now it's. I mean, if there's 14 and you know it's 15, there's. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, well, so is the number one.
You know what
Number
though? But
15 's
anybody
gonna
can be
happen,
one.
but
Anybody can be one.
Did they have a 0 year? Did they have a year with no fatalities? Has there ever been a year
No,
that?
never,
Okay, really?
never.
That's pretty shocking. So,
Well, I mean, there's always somebody who does something stupid, right? I mean, we always hear about a hiker or somebody who does something
or they're
stupid.
taking a selfie in like a restricted area where they shouldn't. They fall into the canyon. I think I read that.
Well,
like,
you know what
a few
people are
months
doing?
ago.
You know what people have been doing the last couple of ones? The people have been base jumping. They jump off the side.
Yeah, that's what the one guy did, and his parachute didn't deploy.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, you don't have that far down. I mean,
Well, influencers are ruining everything right now. I just read this article. It's horrible. There's so many places, so many beautiful hitting places that are now accessible to everybody that has an Instagram feed, and all these influencers are going there and they're just fucking ruining it.
how would you ruin it?
Because it's like, let's say it's like a beautiful tropical village somewhere that has a population of like 25 people, and they have like 2 like Airbnbs or 2 rental units now. The influencer goes there. This is the best place on earth. Blah blah. Now all of a sudden there's thousands of people trying to get in there, and it's not what it was, because now there's, instead of having 26 people there, there's 1,000 people there, and they're all trying to do the same thing, and they bring nothing to the economy. They just go there just to be there, and then they leave.
You know, there's a lot of countries that are shutting down tourism.
That's the problem. That's what's happening.
Yeah, but
with-
straight up countries like
I know.
just
No,
like,
like,
yeah,
there's more
they're
than-
limiting people that are coming in. They
more than like 10 right now are cutting off tourism altogether because of these influencers. They never had this before. Cruise ships are stopping at places and they're ruining these places. Like there's a place, is it the island of Capri off of in Italy? They used to get like they can't facilitate these cruise ships. They just get off the cruise ship for a day and they just ransack the village with like tourists that don't add anything to the economy, and they leave. They
They don't buy anything?
There's nothing. They don't buy anything. They don't buy anything of any substance. They don't add to the
Just charge them
economy.
to get off
They
then.
don't go there to eat dinner. They're not going there to stay. They're just coming off the cruise ship and then getting back on 6 hours later and leaving.
So I would, you know what? Here's what I would do, and this is, it's probably not a very popular concept, but I would get a group of people, government people, and I would just, when the tourists get off, just jack them and take their money, and just give it
There you
back
go.
to the government, give it back to the economy.
Well, they've already said they've like limited the number of cruise ships that can come through and the size of them and stuff like that. So they're already.
I like the jacking though. I would be part of that. I'm not a violent person, but if there were too many tourists, I'd have a sign up that says, "Listen, if you get off
You're gonna get
this
mugged.
boat,
Yeah.
we're gonna mug you."
Yeah, well, actually, that actually happens in real life. You know, like for example, like when someone gets robbed at a resort in like some countries you probably shouldn't go to. You know, the hotel staff and the security and the local police are in cahoots with each other. So it's not you have to worry about some random dude walking down the street. They're all, from the second you get off at the airport, they're watching you, they're following you from the cab you take
I
to
would
the
say
resort.
just the opposite.
Okay.
Ted,
I would say absolutely the
I'm
opposite
talking about some
because
small third world countries like in Southeast Asia.
You're getting this mixed up
it's a
with
coordinated
an
attack.
episode of Dukes of Hazzard. I think.
yeah, Yeah.
I think you watch a TV
And
show
now
before.
This will be
The
another.
Duke boys have jacked up about 55 tourists.
This will be another public service announcement for another time. But I know what
Bo
you're
and
saying.
Luke get themselves in all sorts of trouble.
Oh, you know what show I'm going to watch? Matlock with Kathy Bates, the new Matlock. Dude, it looks good on CBS.
Every time
That's
you
good.
talk about TV or anything,
Your head
it just
spins.
it
I know,
just
that's why I
makes
do
me.
it.
I don't understand how you can watch some of this shit.
I don't watch anything. That's the problem.
What?
do I watch? TV shows. I don't watch television. I don't watch television.
What are you talking about? You do Mark's movie mentions.
Those are movies. That's not television.
Oh yeah, nobody watches. I mean, nobody watches. Does anybody in the whole world?
I watch.
who
I
is
try and watch Wheel of Fortune every night.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan
so-
Seacrest is a new host. He's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal.
No, but isn't that who else is? Who's the Vanna White?
Vanna
Is
White.
she's still there?
Yeah, she's still.
Isn't
there.
she like 89?
Okay, so
No.
here's what I'll tell you. Jack and I had both TVs on, waiting for the football game to start, second one. And on the one TV was Wheel of Fortune, and it was on there, and we were just randomly making guesses, no sound,
Yeah.
right? And we're just randomly making guesses and stuff. It's just so stupid.
So
I love Wheel.
How
of
did
Fortune.
how did Vanna White, how does she make more than $85 an episode?
I watched Wheel of Fortune like a long time ago, and yeah, it's mildly amusing. Don't get me wrong, especially when like big money's on the line and you have to guess this puzzle. But I always thought Pat Sajak, right, that was his name, was the most uninteresting, boring, monotone
Ted-
host with like zero charisma. And what did this guy make? Like $25 million a year? And then Vanna White, who literally does
what is wrong
she
with
doesn't even
you?
turn the number.
You're
she,
such a negative
she,
guy.
She just presses the
I think she
letter.
just points
First of
it.
all,
Yeah,
Pat
points at it.
Sajak was fucking awesome. He's a Chicago guy, Farragut High School's very own.
Was he awesome?
He was great.
So you're saying
I thought
there weren't 7,000 to 10,000 people that could have done that job and been as good or even more entertaining.
I didn't say that. We're talking about
What's the Tom Cruise line from?
what do you want to replace somebody that displace somebody that's doing a fine job?
No,
I mean, but he's not awesome. He's just a human who.
What's Tom Cruise's line from Tropic Thunder? He goes, "A nutless monkey can do your job."
All I'm saying is, I mean, what did he do that was so great?
I don't know. Let's move on. I don't know what the fuck. That's my opinion, and my opinion is not a minority opinion. Everybody thought that because the goddamn guy had the fucking host of the show for 50 years.
Yeah, I'm just
50
saying.
years he was on the show, and it was the most successful game show. I mean, so it's not just me.
I don't know. I liked it.
I thought he was great.
I like Bob Barker on the Price is
the
Right.
concept of the show was really good, but he was no Richard Dawson from Family Feud. The guy, remember Richard Dawson? And this is before
Yeah,
a lot
Richard
of people's
Dawson
time.
lasted like 8 years.
Yeah, but he had
10
charisma.
years.
He's kissing the guests.
Yeah, that's what I would
he
say,
had some
too.
Chuck Berry from the Gong Show. He'd come out. He was a little charismatic, and just compare him to Pat Sajak. Yeah, he had a had a little card
You never watched the Wheel of
that he
Fortune.
read. He goes, "Welcome, Barbara."
Everybody watched the Wheel of
Barbara,
Fortune at
age
some
four-
point.
Barbara, for age 46 from Springfield, Missouri. Barbara, tell me what you do for a living. Oh, and you have a husband and 3 kids. Oh, they're in the audience. Well, that's great. Well, good luck to you, Barbara.
That's what they all did. You just said what they all do.
So that means I could do his job. I could be Pat Sajak.
I don't know. I do think
I could be
Richard
Pat
Dawson
Sajak.
and a couple other people were just had more charisma.
More panache. They had
Okay.
panache.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he just seemed a little vanilla.
I'm
But
not-
but in Mark, in your defense, I mean, who's watching this? 90-year-old people, right? I mean, who's watching Wheel of Fortune?
I watch Wheel
you,
of Fortune.
You
almost-
and 1,000 or 10,000 90-year-old
I don't
people.
think there's a week that has gone by since that show's been on where I haven't seen an episode.
That is
of
the
it.
saddest. You know what?
How much
You know,
alcohol?
Because
That's
it's on
the
at
saddest
6:30
thing I've ever heard.
Listen, it's on at 6:30 at night, and at some point Monday through Friday, if I sit down and you put the TV on, look for something to watch, and you know what? It starts on.
Do you not have pornography on your phone?
All right.
No. I'm sorry. I can't believe that you. It just seems weird that you would make an effort to watch this.
And you know what? All right, let's go.
No, I'm
somewhere.
serious. It just seems. Ted, have you? Is there a
It's-
show?
I didn't say I made an effort. I'm trying to say that it's on at 6:30 at night. It's like that prime time. You sit down, you put the TV on, and you stroll to look for something to watch, and it's on. I'll always stop at Wheel of Fortune, and usually it's on at 6:30, and at 7:00 on NBC. There's something starting that maybe we were going to watch. So you get to the TV a little bit early, and Wheel of Fortune's on. So
Yeah,
you
that
watch it.
that makes sense.
And there's
That makes
also
sense.
like a restaurant that Kelly and I used to frequent like once a week at 6:30. We used to always meet at the restaurant at the bar. We sit at the bar. We usually meet there. Her train got off like at 6:15, so we'd walk in there at 6:20, and they would always have Wheel of Fortune on the TV there. So we'd probably watch it once a week together with our our friends that were there.
Yeah, we're just saying the concept of Wheel of Fortune is great. That's why it's been in the air so long. But I think the host and the both those individuals there, they could be easily replaced, and it would still be a successful show.
You're
like Ryan
wrong.
Seacrest.
You're totally wrong.
Well, I'll put it
There
this
was
way.
almost an uprising when Vanna White was going to leave the show.
Well, that's called
But
that's
an
called
actual,
a cult. That's called
an
a cult.
actual uprising.
I mean, people were- I
so
mean,
people would have turned
they
it
have
off.
They have a huge fan base,
Oh no,
So
I
they have
I
a
told you
huge fan
we
base.
talked about this before.
So
I
at
get it.
some
I get
point-
they have that fan base
and there's a reason why they paid Pat Sajak all that money from in the last like
Because
20
people
years
are
because
stupid?
he was liked by a lot of people. He made that show. Him and her made the Wheel of Fortune.
But
if it was
now-
somebody else, it might not have ever been.
But now,
what it is.
isn't Ryan Seacrest? Let's say Ryan Seacrest is what 35 years old or
He's
40?
49.
40, oh, he's 49?
48. I
And
think.
and Vanna White's 88. So how's that
Vanna
dynamic
White's-
going to work?
I don't even think
I think she's like 60 and something.
She's not even
65,
70 yet.
She should go collect Social Security.
Like I said, I
What-
saw
what-
it.
what
I
is
saw it
your
yesterday.
hatred? She's so she's
I
awesome.
I don't hate her. I'm just saying, for
I think it's cool that somebody
Vanna White.
that she
Yeah.
made. I mean, I think they worked. What do we say? They worked 30 days a year.
Yeah.
35 days a year to do all these things, and she's pulling in $15 million
Yeah.
a year. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's
Well,
awesome.
welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if
Pat
I could do
McAfee.
it,
Pat McAfee's making $17 million off of his show that ESPN bought. ESPN bought his show for $17 million, and it's making money. They pay him $17 million a year, and it just came out that they're actually making money. They're not losing money.
I guess
They're
I can
making
see
money
it.
off his
I
show.
don't like the guy. He seems just seems.
Well,
really
I don't
goofy.
know.
But I don't watch any
I
of
can't
those
stand
things.
watch them. No, I can't. No.
I don't care about any of those things that they have to say. It just, I mean, it's just retreaded.
Wait, because we couldn't say those things.
Well, I was watching
Are
here.
they off limits?
And we'll get into a little bit of sports. We'll do in
Secret.
just a second. But they were talking about the Celtics because the Celtics won
Wait.
the NBA title last
I
year,
thought it's the Celtics.
and they said, and then so the five people that are sitting up there, all kinds of different people, like, what do the Celtics need to do to start the season?
Oh, you're talking about the commentators and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, just the commentators, just talking about it on
the-
ESPN.
like a podcast or
Oh no, just
No,
the
the
ESPN
post-game show. You
Post-game,
know?
No,
okay,
no,
yeah.
just the show that they have on every morning show, like the ESPN
Oh,
morning
Oh,
show.
the 30-minute whatever.
Yeah. And they got five people, and
Five?
And the girl says, what do the Celtics need to do to start the season? And the guy said the most genius thing. I was at the gym today. Most genius thing I've ever heard. He goes, they just want to come out and play well and win games. And I thought, wow, this guy,
Magic Johnson got fired for saying something like that.
that's genius. I mean,
that was one of his keys to victory: scoring more points than the other team.
score more points and
Could,
win games.
could somebody tell the White Sox that?
Yeah.
He literally said that Magic Johnson did, and I love the guy. But he came on here and he goes, see, the key to the game, in order for the Lakers to win, they need to score more points than the Bulls. And there's this, you could hear a pin drop.
But I mean,
It's like, holy
everything
fuck,
else
why
you
didn't I
say,
think of that?
But everything else you say
think he wanted
beyond
a little
that
more
is
granular,
stupid. It
yeah.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because that's really your only goal to do whatever you have to do to score more points.
Of course,
than
you're
the other
talking about a guy who loved Bill Walton, me, and a guy who hated Bill Walton, you.
I don't hate him.
Oh, boy.
He was just a ridiculous caricature of a human.
That's him. I love him.
Didn't he?
But he
Didn't
didn't add anything.
He was him.
He announced college football, right, or college basketball, right?
I'm
He did
sorry.
college
Here, I'll,
Yeah, and he did
again, I'll
NBA
tell you who I
NBA
love. I love
basketball,
Peyton
too.
and Eli.
Yeah.
Love Peyton and Eli.
Oh, because they're so different than everybody else.
They're
They're
completely
so
different.
original.
I-
They're like the Smothers Brothers with fucking quarter neck zippers and
I love quarter neck zips.
zip.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
just gonna say
well,
that.
Tom Brady, he's making $35 million a year, so he must be
Didn't
be
seem
on
like a
top.
genius to me. Yeah.
Real man of genius.
I don't know. I like Peyton and Eli because they rip on each other, and and they had Bill Belichick on last couple of weeks. I didn't like him the first week. Second week, I liked what he had to say.
Well, he probably microdosed on ketamine before the show, so they loosened him up. That's why he's probably.
I like what he had to say.
He did say that right now it looks like Pittsburgh got the best quarterback in the league.
Justin Fields is
Bill Belichick said that.
That's awesome.
He did say that.
He's
so awesome.
he's obviously joking.
No, he said if you look right now around the league, the Pittsburgh's probably got the best quarterback in the league.
He was obviously very drunk. He probably just left his 24-year-old girlfriend's house. He was a little high on.
Well, they're 3-0,
Hot, dirty
and,
sex.
and yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
all right.
All right. I do want to talk a little bit about a little bit of sports, and I will say this, and this is undeniable: the Olympics is officially the worst thing of all time.
How did you draw this conclusion?
I disagree again.
Nope. I'm going to prove it right now.
You can't prove your opinion.
I can prove that the Olympics is the worst
The worst what?
of anything. It is the worst thing. I'm going to prove it. So before you say I can't prove it, I'm telling you I'm going to prove it.
I agree with you.
Here we go. Are you ready? In 2012, a runner, Shannon Roberry, came in 6th at the Olympics. She did some sort of running thing. It was a long thing. 1,500 meters, 3,000 meters, 5,000. I don't know what it is. She came in 6th. Okay? Does anybody care?
Well, we do now because you just mentioned it.
Okay. Okay, right. It's not important. But now you start to find out some things that happen. Last week, she received the bronze medal in the 2012 Olympics.
Posthumously, even though she's still alive.
Posthumously means dead.
But that's why I say she's still alive.
She is still alive. And last week, she got the bronze medal in the 2012 Olympics for
Sixth
15.
place.
She ran in 1,500 meters. She came in 6th. She just received last week the bronze medal.
So they disqualified 3, 4, and 5 for
No. That's exactly what I thought. Are you ready? Here's how someone finishes 6th 12 years ago and gets an Olympic medal last week. Here we go. The girl who won the gold was immediately busted for blood doping, and everybody moved up one spot.
Okay.
So almost immediately after the Olympics,
Yeah, they DQ'd her then.
yeah, well, I guess I would say a week and a half after the Olympics, they DQ'd her. Everybody moved up one. So 2 is in 1,
she's
3.
fifth. Now she's
Does
fifth.
she get the bronze from 12 years ago, or does she get
Yeah.
one of those new ones?
Nope, she gets one
So
of the
they had
cool
an
ones.
extra one laying around?
I guess they just have extra. Or maybe they went to that girl's
eBay. They probably just got it off eBay because everyone
did
sells
they ever
those fucking things.
did they ever go back to Jordan Childs and like physically take her bronze medal away?
Can't you just
Because
make,
I heard I stopped listening to that story because it was so funny.
can't you just make one on a 3D printer?
But I think if you go on eBay, it's like full of bronze Olympic medals. It's
Yeah.
like the number one selling
I'm
item.
number 3. I'm number 3.
You get a printer cartridge and a bronze medal. Okay, now the silver medalist received the gold medal almost immediately after the Olympics. I'm going to say within a week or two, the silver medalist became the gold medalist, and a few weeks later, she was busted for drugs, and everybody moved up one more spot.
Okay.
So now Shannon is in 4th place, and this happened almost, all
Over a decade ago.
No, yeah, this all happened over a decade ago. But from the time the 2012 Olympics ended, about 3 months, Shannon went from 6th to 4th. Okay, because everybody's
So
busted.
do you think she's at home? Just I'm so close to getting this bronze medal.
Did she even know about it? Were they like texting her, or did they keep her apprised?
Well, they
Yeah,
kept
she
her
keep it
apprised.
track.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they kept her apprised. They kept her apprised. And now here's the funny
Her
thing.
manager's probably, dude, we're gonna make this happen.
So from
We need one more blood doper
Yeah.
to go down.
So from 6
One
down,
more.
by the way, after Shannon, 4 other athletes were eliminated.
wow, they're
So now
dropping like flies.
So now Shannon started 6. There was the girl who was in 10th is now right behind her. So right behind Shannon.
just not in the actual race.
Oh, I got you. So 6 and 10 are racing for the bronze.
So 6
On-
and,
on
so,
paper- on
so-
paper.
So
On
7,
paper.
8, and 9 gone. 1 and 2 gone.
And you know what the funny thing about this is going to be? The discrepancy between gold, silver, and bronze, the times,
yeah,
is like huge.
yeah.
Like, dude, you got blown away and you still won the bronze.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
You
So
just lost by
now,
a full second.
so now, at the beginning of beginning of this year, for some reason that again I can't find any reason why, they took the blood sample of the person who came in 3rd, who is now in 1st, and they retested the newest
the technology is probably
new,
better
new
because it's
So they're
Why?
holding their
But
blood
so-
samples?
yeah.
So they kept all the blood samples.
The Olympic Committee keeps everyone's blood samples.
I guess the Olympic Committee.
Where is this place at?
Yeah, I don't
Can you
know.
imagine how big that's got to be?
Well, here's why I know there's no vampires, because they would go there immediately, right? I mean,
It's not in Transylvania.
yeah.
Well,
it's
why do
not
they,
in
why do the
Transylvania.
police keep DNA samples? So that's how unsolved crimes. I mean, you have DNA samples back from the 70s
Yeah,
and
but
80s.
people care about
Well,
that.
that's
No one cares
Yeah,
about the
no,
no,
Olympics.
but it's the
talking
same. But it's the same concept. You say
Yeah,
because
crime. You
because
don't throw
nobody,
away evidence from a
no,
crime.
no, because nobody knew that there was going to be DNA testing. This is before that technology even existed. So how would they have the foresight to even know that? But,
Right,
you know,
but
so-
why are they keeping this? Who gives a shit now? It's 12 years.
Well, the 6th place person does.
Who's now the 4th place person? And so now the newest, the person was originally won the bronze, who now has the gold. They test for some reason. They pull it out and they test her blood. And guess what?
What?
She was cheating too. And now everyone has moved up one more time. And last week, Shannon Roberry, actually last month, I'm sorry, right before the Olympics. Shannon Roberry received her bronze-silver medal from the bronze medal. I'm sorry, bronze medal from the 2012 Olympics.
That would be great if she moved up to get the bronze, gold, and silver.
Yeah.
She kept,
And
just
then it would
kept
just be
moving.
one medal, like you just said. It was a gold,
It's
silver,
like
bronze.
it's like a unimedal. It covers everybody.
Right?
Dude, is that the?
Yeah. But what you're talking about, that rationale, could actually fucking happen.
Yeah. So
Because there has to be a bronze, gold, and silver winner.
So let's just, did they fly her back
So
out?
it's just one person.
What if they eliminated everybody but her? She would get all 3 medals?
Did they
first, second, and third.
did they fly her out to the venue and put her on the third place podium? You know, like you got the two first.
Yeah.
They're empty, and it's like the third place is like to the
No,
left.
they had
or
to
the
do a
right.
national anthem on each. She had to stand in each spot. They had
Oh
to do
my
it 3
God.
times.
Oh my fucking God!
What happened if this keep going, right?
It's,
There's no signs that this is going to stop.
but here's the best part, because that's what I was thinking.
And then what if she gets busted?
That's
Now
exactly.
she's got all 3 medals. She's the last
Got to
woman
cancel. Got to
standing.
cancel the event.
Yeah. So 12 runners, 11 have been
They're gonna have to
eliminated
rerun the
through
race.
blood
They
doping.
have to rerun the race
Right now. Yeah.
And here's a funny thing. She actually finished. She went to the 2016 Olympics and she came in 4th. So the gag was,
she might
how
have 2
soon,
bronze
right?
medals, yeah.
How soon will it be until she has a? I mean, if it's all 3, she could move up to silver or gold.
That would actually be a first,
like
like
that.
someone who didn't actually win the race, but because the people in front got disqualified, she has 2 Olympic medals without actually technically
Winning anything.
them. Yeah.
Winning anything.
So on a side note, I actually did know a guy. I haven't seen him for years, but I used to bowl tournaments. Now we just see him around. He was actually the 4th place at this like big money bowling tournament out of town that I used to bowl back in the day. And the first 3 guys got disqualified for cheating, and so they bumped him up to first. So
How do they cheat in bowling?
Steroids.
sandbagging.
Blood doping, steroids.
Oh, your
So
handicap?
yeah, so you go in with some guy goes in with like a 160 average and shoots 250 every game, and it turns out he's really a 210 average bowler, and that's how they found
How
out.
did they figure that out, though?
I don't know how
Ted
they do
told
it.
on him.
I don't know. I would. So
That's what you do.
listen. So
Ted literally
I know,
does that.
I know. Ted
He-
goes
I
bowling
don't do that
right-handed
stuff.
and says,
I don't-
"Oh, I'm only a
I don't
120."
do that stuff. So listen.
Bullshit.
So
Ted,
listen-
absolutely.
Everybody
he
in
bowls in a
bowling
league.
sandbags.
He bowls
That-
in a league just enough and just shitty enough so
Yep,
that he has
I
a
know.
really low
That's what
average,
everyone does.
just low enough so that he could bowl well. And then he comes in and he's like, "Oh, I do this and that." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Wait, you bowled a 285?" I go, "In your league last week, you said you bowled a 130, a 160, and then you bowled a 9."
That's
Yeah.
why bowling
I've won-
is the
yeah.
most corrupt
Yeah,
sport
I've
in
won,
the world.
and I've won $5 as a result
Not,
of it.
not
yeah.
worse than Olympics. The Olympics
No,
is the
not
worst
worse
thing.
than it.
I just
of
go
all
out drinking, play some cards, just there for fun. We never win anything, so don't worry. Their money
Because
the
you're
league-
not
the-
trying.
The league's money is safe. No one's taking your doubles pot.
Ted's got another. He's got a whole nother fucking. There's another Ted in another state. Like there's Illinois Ted, and then there's like Missouri Ted.
Yeah.
So Ted's description of what he does in bowling is all in this state. Then he fucking changes clothes. He gets in a different Honda Fit, automatic, and drives to Missouri. And now he's Missouri
One of them
Ted,
classy ones.
kicking ass.
No, you know what? I wonder if Ted's bowling friends are just like, I listen to the show. It doesn't describe Ted at all. He's a stone cold killer. yeah. He's playing.
Anyway, so true story. So I know a 4th place guy who got bumped up to 1st place by default because the first 3 guys got disqualified. This
You
is
said
obviously 20 years ago. So,
You said that.
but I actually know somebody. So I know the 6th place version of that woman.
But
So
this
you're
story's different.
living the Olympics. So the Olympics. So bowling is not worse than the Olympics. The Olympics is the worst thing of all time.
Ted, what's your go-to food at the bowling alley?
I don't eat at the bowling alley. Actually, the snack bars they have some decent food at the snack bar.
How do you know you don't eat?
I had a salad there one time. Yeah, it was.
You had a
You had a
salad
salad
at a
and-
bowling
I had a
alley.
chef salad.
You know
I had a
what?
chef
You know what? And then he walked up and he walked up to the bowling alley,
Dude, you are
snack
something
bar,
else.
and he goes, "I'll take a salad." And the guy literally said this: "What's that?" What?
Did you just offer
what?
to toss my salad?
Yeah. You want
You
to?
think I was going to cheese mozzarella sticks?
Do you want to
pizza?
No, you know what? You want it battered, deep fried? yeah. How do you want it blackened?
No, snack bars and bowling alleys have come a long way over time. I mean,
Dude,
back in the
they
day.
don't have salads.
Yeah, they have salads.
No, they don't have salads.
You can get wine.
I've
They
seen people in bowling
freaking
alleys.
sushi now.
In bowling alleys.
Yes, these boleros that open up, they have
Oh,
gourmet.
okay, yeah.
They have this gourmet menu. It's insane what they're catering to.
Yeah, Ted's not bowling at a bolero. Ted's bowling at a neighborhood bowling alley.
He's at
where
Monte
they-
Cristo
yeah.
on Montrose.
Yeah, where everything.
Upstairs.
Yeah, you can either get it deep fried or deeper fried.
Or hepatitis C if you
Yeah.
go into the bathroom.
Oh, speaking of which, have you ever located? Did you ever find patient zero to your whatever happened to you?
Oh no, I had COVID.
Yeah.
I went to Iowa and came back with
Yeah,
COVID.
you probably caught it at the bar, right? Because that's a.
Well, I'll tell you,
possibly.
the bar, I
We're
don't.
speculating.
We sat outside. We got the one table that's out front. I don't know how we got it. It was full of. It was completely. The table was completely full. It was a double table, completely full of cups and pitchers and everything. There's nowhere to even put our drink. And there was like 8 of us.
You didn't just
They didn't
push it
clean
all on
They
the
didn't
ground?
clean up. Is
Well,
that
we didn't
is that
push
from
it
the
on
prior?
the
Is that
ground.
from the prior people who
Yeah,
left?
yeah.
Okay.
It was like a shit show. It was after a football game. The football game was like at 3. We got there like we.
Yeah, it's college, man.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. So what I'm trying to say is the bar was typical bar. Like you had to push your way through just to get to the bar. No one's moving. Everyone's in the worst spots. And the whole bar's fucking packed. Elbows to assholes. And somehow the line would go through these waves, but these like groups of people coming in. And then like nobody for a few minutes. And we're sitting out front because we could see all the action. But no one's leaving. And it's just like but you don't notice the people leaving as much as you notice people coming in. That's what it is. It's so funny. But you see this line back up, and then it's like, where are they putting these people? I couldn't even get through to go to the bathroom, and there's more people coming in. I'm like, is there like some trap door people are falling through?
Going out the back. It's college. Back door.
There's no back door there.
What? Yeah, there's a
Well,
back
no
door.
one's going
There's a
out
back door in the college I was at. Yeah, I was back dooring a lot.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's when you go to Parents Weekend. I mean,
It was great. I'm not
we were
saying
going
that-
down to U of I and stuff. Yeah, Parents
the
Weekend.
football
it
game was
insanity.
jam packed getting up to our seats. It was insane. It was like 15 minutes where you felt like cattle.
Iowa football, man.
Dude, it was huge.
How big is that stadium? How many people can that stadium hold?
60. Well, it's funny. It was one of the questions up there. It was 62,000, I think.
Oh, that's a
yeah,
decent amount,
62,000.
Yeah, it's Big Ten, man.
It's
big time.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in row 62,
It's a lot. That's a sea of humanity. Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
a huge. I mean,
and there was another 30 rows behind us.
so when we saw the Michigan game a couple of years ago, I think
Not 30,
that
but-
day was 110,000 people in that stadium.
Yeah.
Well, the big houses, that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
largest.
Michigan and Hawaii.
Hawaii.
110,000.
That's where everybody
fucking
wants to go
people
play.
there.
Michigan was in Hawaii last year, weren't they?
No. Last year we were in Michigan for Hawaii. Michigan, Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's the game we went to. It's the only game we
Oh,
could
that's
get
right.
decent,
Okay,
decent
that's because
tickets.
Michigan was there. That's why the
It was,
Hawaii.
it was just
came there.
2 years ago because last year they won the
2 years
national
ago.
championship.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
But the question was, why would Hawaii ever come play Michigan?
Because they get paid. They get paid for it.
Well, and Michigan went to Hawaii, so they,
Yeah. Like for example, Florida, I think, which is one of
Well, I
one
know
of the
they
it's
pay,
either
I know,
Florida or
yeah.
Florida State, but they lost the game. But whoever they played, they paid that school $1.3
there's
million.
Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame
Yeah,
lost.
they
I mean,
paid, yeah.
Northern got paid $1.5 million or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean when you're a lower level team, you go someplace to get your ass kicked, and you take a ton of money to do it.
Yeah. It's like taking a fight on short
But
notice.
no, my trip to Iowa, it was pretty crowded that last day. We came back and Sunday afternoon, and by Monday afternoon, I was full blown sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
So it
it
could have happened
happened
anywhere.
that
Could have
fast.
happened anywhere.
And it was just Kelly and I, both of us, tested positive for COVID by Wednesday because I had a fever. My fever was like the show last week when you were texting me. I went to work Monday and Tuesday. I'm working by myself, so I know. So I'm there working, and Tuesday afternoon, man, I was struggling, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? It's like 2:00. Finally, I'm like, I gotta go home. I go home and took my temperature because I texted you. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there for sure. I felt good. I was on Dayquil. I got home 102.5. My fever was. My head was in a vice. I was like, this is a high fever.
I would have
man.
recommended a rectal thermometer for a more accurate
Well,
reading.
that's what we use. Yeah, we use.
Lube it up and just.
I got a 12-inch with flange rectal thermometer. Yeah, I take my temperature twice a day.
Keep your thoughts away from my butt, Ted.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm
Hold
assuming.
on a second. How would that not be a great invention? That would be. I mean, that'd be the greatest invention.
I'm sure it's already out there.
Oh my God! I keep giving all my good ideas away. I'm so pissed. All right. Speaking of good ideas, Mark, are you ready for your movie mention?
I am. I'm not sure if you're going to think it's a good idea, but yeah.
Are you saying this is a movie I'm not going to like?
I'm saying this is a movie that we're going to fight about. You're going to be mad, but let's go.
I'm going to
This is
fight.
Be good.
Oh man, Ted, I don't want to do this now.
No, I'm going to mention a
Wait,
movie.
is Ted gonna care?
No, this is kind of following a thing that we talked about the week before last when we were here. We had some
Ooh.
conversations about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this
so-
a movie Ted has seen?
No, you guys haven't seen this. Well, I don't know. No,
You don't know what I've seen.
You don't.
Because I
know
used to
how it
watch. No.
feels.
I used to watch a lot of movies. I stopped watching movies because they're not unique enough.
You have not stopped watching movies, and
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
I have. I mean,
You
I
watch
haven't finished.
you watch like 2-3 movies a week.
That's not true at all.
It is true.
What movies am I watching?
Well, you watch Roadhouse.
I've just watched Roadhouse over and over
there
again. I've
was
watched it 4 times or 5 times
I
already.
know that's a new movie. There's another movie you just said. Oh, I just finished watching this movie. What was the movie you
What was
just
that?
told me?
Tanya Harding one.
There you go. You just watched another movie, and then every
But it
time you
took-
turn around, you watch the movie.
but it took
yeah,
like
you don't watch
it
movies.
took like 4 attempts to get all the way through it.
Well,
Yeah, it did.
but I'm just saying for the
Okay.
record.
I don't watch movies as much as
Okay.
you. do.
Mark's got a camera in your drop zone, so he knows what you're watching.
No, I don't
so.
have to. He volunteers the information.
So that's how he knows.
Don't tell me you don't watch pornographic movies. Yeah. Okay, it's time for Mark's movie mentions. Triple M. That's the new name of it. Triple M is sponsored by Nearly Foods. Nearly Foods' new line of desserts is taking America by storm. Nearly Foods desserts are sugar-free, carb-free, and made from the highest quality, almost safe ingredients found in the jungles of Venezuela. Don't overpay for real food. Save your money and get some Nearly Food desserts today.
Remember they had a store in Park Ridge?
Nearly Foods, yeah. Yeah. It lasted a long time. It's the taxes.
I think Tom Nearly was a Gordon guy too.
Yeah. I tell you what, I like the concept of not having to worry about is my food. 'Cause it's not. Yeah, it's Nearly Food. All right, what do you got for us, sir?
All right, the movie I want to mention today came out in 2016, and it's what I would categorize as an origin story. It's called Rogue One: A Star Wars Story.
I didn't see that one coming, but yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, dude! I put a lot of time and
Wow.
effort in this. so
It
give me a
doesn't
break.
matter.
Did you see how hostile he just became?
What?
It's a terrible story.
Look at the defensive posture he's in right now.
Is that the one with the girl?
Which everyone has a girl in it.
Is that the one?
So you don't
the
even
girl?
know.
Is that the one with the girl at the end where she immediately picks up a lightsaber and starts fighting?
No,
Okay, go ahead. Continue then.
I just told you it's an origin story. It's not part of the Skywalker saga.
Okay.
So let me break
So
this
go
down
ahead.
for you.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay, I'm going to break this down for you. So there's 9 Star Wars movies. We talked about it 2 weeks ago on the show, right? There was the original 3, and then there was the other 3, and then another 3. So those all follow under the Skywalker saga. Because you had Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, then you had in 99.
Please don't list them all.
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and then Disney bought the Star Wars thing from Lucas in
That's right.
2012.
I heard about that.
And he said, you know what? I'm going to put the franchise in the hands of other filmmakers. So Disney took it over.
People could do a quality
And in
job.
2015, they came out with The Force Awakens. That's the movie that you hate with the
girl.
actress. Yeah. And then they had The Last Jedi and then The Rise of Skywalker. So those are the Skywalker saga films, those 9 together. The last 3 were under Disney's control. So those last 3, and this is where I'm going. So in 2015, The Force Awakens came out. And then in 2016, Disney had all these filmmakers and writers working on backstories, and some of them already existed. So they came out with these origin stories, one of which was Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which I'm talking about. The other one was Solo. So in 2015, The Force Awakens came out. The next year, Rogue One came out. So Rogue One is an origin story just like Solo. Okay, so stars Felicity Jones, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Forrest Whitaker.
I like
love
Diego
Forrest-
Luna. And I
Forrest
like
Whitaker is the best, dude. And of course, James Earl Jones is in it. He's doing the voice of Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
He just passed
He just
away
passed.
recently.
He
Yeah,
just
was
passed
recently,
away,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they brought him on board for this. And also Donnie Yen and Mads Mikkelsen, great actors. They've been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that Mads Mikkelsen guy. He was.
Yeah.
He played Hannibal. He plays Hannibal Lecter. He was in a few movies. He's
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
he's really good.
I've never seen that.
So anyway, okay. So it's different. So this movie Rogue One is different than any of the Star Wars movies you would ever like encounter. It's just different. It's got a new composer, no John Williams. It's a darker, more serious tone. And here I'll put in quotes because it's a style shot more like a war film, which is true. But it's got
a what? A war?
a war film. Yeah, it's a style like it's shot more like a war film. But everything that's great about Star Wars is in this film in some way, some form or another. The acting is awesome. The visual effects and sound action, all that stuff won Academy Awards in 2017. There's also a lot of surprise, some special moments that make the film like very unique.
Hold on. Is one of the surprises when the guy makes out with his sister?
No,
Does anybody make out with their sister? A cousin?
no.
Some relative?
So it's
Okay.
a backstory that ends with
Terrible movie.
So here's what's great about this, and I saw it, I rewatched it, and I saw it again. So Star Wars, the beginning of Star Wars, okay? This movie takes place just before the beginning of Star Wars. So the end of this movie is actually the beginning of Star Wars. So that's, I mean, and I'm not giving anything away because most people have seen this movie. So that's what's great about this movie. But it's the whole backstory leading up into Episode 1. Or Episode 4, I should say, Star Wars.
Wait a minute. I thought Episode 3 was before Star Wars. Are you saying it started before the whole Star Wars thing?
No,
or it's
like,
in between 3 and 4?
So Star Wars 1977.
Right.
Okay. This is about what happened just before that movie.
I thought they had a movie that was just before that movie. It was, what was the number 3 one?
What do you mean?
Hold on. There were 6 Star Wars movies.
No, there's 9. 9.
Okay, hold on a second. There was Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Revenge of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Then they made 3 movies before that.
Yeah, when Luke Skywalker was a boy. I mean,
Right.
Anakin Skywalker was a boy before Luke and Leia were born.
Right.
Phantom Menace is about Darth Vader when he was a boy, Anakin.
Okay, so there were 3 before that. Is this before the first movie, or is it in between movie 3 and 4?
This is before the first Skywalker saga movie, Star Wars. This is just before.
You're not following me. Okay? Star Wars is the 4th movie.
Well, the first movie in the franchise, but the fourth episode of the story. Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 movies in Star Wars. Don't add anything new. Don't add anything new. Okay? What is it, Phantom Menace? I don't know. Where is this one out of those 6?
This is not a Star Wars movie. It's an origin story. It's just a backstory.
About who?
About nobody. It has nothing to do with the Skywalker saga. That's what I'm talking about. It's different. It's not a Star Wars film. It's a Star Wars story. It's based on the whole enterprise, the whole franchise, I should say. It's an origin story. It's a backstory that relates to the first Star Wars.
We are definitely fighting about this. This is a fight.
I just told you. It's
but I
not
don't
part
understand.
of the.
You're not even making. You're not even telling me where this fits in there. Is it before the very, 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 very first number 1 movie?
No,
It's in between 3 and 4.
no, it's before. It's. There is. What do you mean 3? No, I'm not talking about those movies.
So I think what he's trying to say is that the original Star Wars came out in 1977, but if I had to watch the Star Wars movies in order, would I watch this one first before I watch Star Wars from 1977?
You don't have to, but it would be cool if you did.
Okay, then there you go.
So it's before the very, very, very number
So
1
to
movie.
answer your question, yeah, it's between 3 and 4.
Oh,
For
okay.
a simplest person, but that's not the way you can look at this film because it's an origin film. It's the backstory to when they were building the Death Star. Star Wars is all about the Death Star and the power, and the Empire is going to launch that and kill planets.
Okay,
It's
so
a
it's all
planet-
about the Death Star.
Yes, it's a backstory. It's
Of how the Death Star. So it's more like a how it's made thing.
Yes.
Like it's more like a documentary.
yes,
How it was
Yeah,
made.
it's like a Gaines, like Joanna Gaines, and yeah, it's like yeah.
No way. Did they have Shiplath? Was it Shiplath?
It's a black and white. That's where they got the color scheme. Dude, you just totally ruined my movie mention. This is a really good film. By the way, this
Go
is
ahead. I'm sorry.
this is
I'm
what
sorry.
I mean.
You know I hate this, and you knew this was coming.
yeah, but you still. I mean,
Go ahead. I'm stopping.
I'm seriously. I'm ready to walk out.
No. Finish up.
I
I'm not
put
going
a
to say
lot
another
of time
word.
into this.
I get it. Don't go ahead. I'm not going to say another word.
It's one of the most expensive films ever made, which is crazy. 2016, it cost $280 million to make this film, and it's not even a start part of. It's like an origin story. That's an outside part of the franchise. $280 million in 2016. It grossed over $1 billion in the box office.
Okay, it's not bad.
$1 billion.
That's pretty good.
It was the second highest grossing film in 2016. And dude, I can't remember the number 1 was like number 10 on the list in 16 was what's the movie you love with Ryan Reynolds?
Deadpool?
Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool was like number 8 that year.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot what number 1 was. That's why I didn't bring my. I was gonna rattle it off if I brought my computer. But anyway, so it's 2016.
Wait,
Rogue,
what year is that? 2016?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It's an origin story, like I said. You can watch this film, to answer your question, Ted, if you've not seen Star Wars. In fact, it would be kind of fun to suggest to watch this one before you watch the first one, Episode 4, Star Wars from 1977. But beware, because this film is made so much better than back then.
Of course. New technology.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And it's different, man. It's not like the Star Wars movies. It's just got a darker tone. Forrest Whitaker is phenomenal in this film. And the backstory just gives me chills because it's so cool. It all falls into line, and it's just a really good story. I mean, it's not the best movie of all time, but I highly recommend.
It made
this
$1 billion. It made $1 billion. That's better than a lot of movies out there. So
George Lucas actually said that. So before this came out, The Force Awakens came out, and so this came out the next year. Lucas said this was better than The Force Awakens.
Okay.
This is a guy who made 6 Star Wars movies, so he has no clue about.
And then in 2017, The Last Jedi came out, and then in 2018, Solo came out. That movie Solo came out, which is a same genre, an origin story. It's a backstory about the beginning of Han Solo. Same thing. And then in 2019, The Rise of Skywalker came out. Those 9 films are called the Skywalker saga. That's what you refer to because they're all based around Luke Skywalker in some way or another, whether it's his dad and Darth Vader and all that. So yeah, I highly recommend it. That's a movie I want to mention. It's a really good movie, man. It's great.
Okay,
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, on a side note, I just read this by happenstance. They have a current Jedi movie now that's been put on hold and might be canceled. I can't remember why it is. You guys can Google it, but some type of Star Wars.
Are you daring
movie.
me to say why it is?
Do you know why? Because I have no idea.
Yeah, because it blows. Yeah, it sucks
Well,
dirty
you
assholes.
really decided to shine a light on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Go,
Okay. So 2016 world box office. Star Wars Rogue One was second.
Yeah, I forgot number 1 was
Captain America:
That's
Civil
right.
War.
That's what it was. Yep, Captain America. Yeah.
That beautiful, beautiful man, Chris Evans.
Yeah, he was beautiful.
Oh my God,
I
just
just saw a movie with him that was a really good movie that I was almost going to mention too. I'm going to save it.
the
though.
Knives Out one.
No. This is a good movie that you guys have probably never even heard of. Came out a few years ago with him. It's a great film. It's a really good film.
Yeah, I never knew.
It's
I never
really
knew that
good.
guy's name was Chris Evans.
Chris
he
Evans,
Played,
yeah.
he played the muscular Captain America, right? Or
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played. Yeah, well, he played both of them.
Oh,
right?
he
It
played
was
both of them.
CGI.
Oh, CGI.
Yeah, he was
so-
CGI, the
Okay.
little
To
tiny
make-
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 that year, Finding
Oh
Dory.
yeah, the Nemo. Yeah.
Number 4 is Zootopia, Jungle Book, The Secret Life of Pets, and then a movie I liked a lot, Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, that was on. I saw that movie in the theater
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I
I actually
2016
took the boys to see that Pickwick. That was a
So
good movie.
I'm
2016 was
actually
a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually liked Batman vs Superman, and I guess I was one of the 7 people on the planet that did. I
I liked that movie, dude.
Yeah.
I saw
Really?
that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, people just they hated it. I was like, I thought that was awesome.
No, dude. I think it was pretty good with Cahill and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Dude, they were good. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
What's the movie playing right now at the theater in the Park Ridge? I see it. It's supposed to be a popular movie. There's something play. I can't think of what it is.
A
There's
movie that's out right now?
right this minute. yeah.
Ted, you're asking the wrong guy. I did not see it.
All right.
At no point have I haven't, man.
No, it's supposedly supposed to be pretty.
Is
good.
it,
I can't
is
think
it
of the name of it.
King
so.
Kong vs. Godzilla 2 or 3? Because that's the last movie I saw was by myself, King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Well, we all know what happens when you're.
Or King Kong X Godzilla. I don't know what that means. And Godzilla. That was pretty cool. All right. Here's something that's been bothering me for a while, and I didn't know exactly how to bring it up because it's kind of a weird thing to me. A few months ago, a girl got on TikTok and made a bunch of videos saying that her girlfriend, who plays for the TCU basketball team, was emotionally and physically abusing her. Did you guys see this story?
I did not.
Okay.
I did. I saw it. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I sent it out to you guys either today or a couple
Oh
days
yeah,
ago.
You sent it
yeah.
today.
Yeah. And it's something that I thought I sent a while back, but this is the thing that bothers me. Okay. So this girl sent this video out alleging all these things.
Alleging.
Alleging all
Alleging,
these
yeah.
things. Because it was just one-sided. It's
Yeah.
one-sided. And it could 100% be true.
Yeah.
It could 100% be false. Okay. And then a woman who, she put it, the woman put it on there, and a woman who's involved in women being abused found those videos.
Starting to gather steam now.
And it gathers steam. And so this woman who saw this, she started an online petition.
She's an advocate.
Yeah, she's an advocate.
Yeah.
She started an online petition asking for this girl who plays I'm not even going to say her name. I'm going to say she plays for TCU basketball, but that's it. Saying that this
Go
girl
Frogs.
should be kicked off the team.
Yeah. Without any
Kicked
evidence.
off the team.
Without any evidence, was just based on TikTok videos.
Just based on
Yep.
the fact that her ex-girlfriend made 10, I believe it was 9 or 10 TikTok videos with all these allegations.
Yeah.
And so she started this petition that almost 200,000 people signed. So 200,000 people want this girl.
No, took the word of this woman who might be a lunatic or a zealot or a nutbag.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Just based on her word alone.
On her word alone.
So my question is, how impressionable are 200,000 people where you wouldn't even have?
That's my problem.
Here's what they're making a decision on, a hypothetical. So she's putting it out there, right? And then they're saying, well, if somebody did that, then yes, they should not be a part of that program. So they're not really. So think about it. They are. This is a real thing. So it's not. So this is sad. That's why it's sad. But it's basically hypothetical. Because if you ask me, okay, Mark, if a basketball coach for a high school brought all the kids in the locker room and started punching some of the players that didn't do good, do you think he should lose his job? And I would say absolutely. Will you sign this petition? Absolutely. That's like a hypothetical, right? These people are looking at it like just like that. They're looking at everything at face value and saying, "Oh, hell yeah, she should be off the team." But they're not giving any credence to what Ted just said. This could all be untrue.
Well, I would think the athletic director and the people with decision-making ability, whether it's 200,000 signatures or 500,000 signatures, wouldn't give it any credence because I'm assuming she hasn't been charged criminally with anything.
Correct.
But it's
Correct.
this is
Hasn't been
the
charged
power of influence.
hasn't been charged
so that
civilly
is-
with anything.
So
the
this
power of influence.
This is what scares me. And by the way, it could 100% be true.
Yeah.
But they didn't kick her off the team, right?
They have not kicked her off. Of course, they have not kicked
Yeah.
her off the team
So it's
because
just like
nothing
this
nothing has
stupid-
moved forward criminally in any way, shape,
This
or
is
form.
actually like bullying.
It does seem so. So here's the thing, and I get that this woman who took and started the petition, she was abused, and I understand that she'd be angry. She wouldn't want anybody to be treated like that.
But now she wants to she wants to collectively
She
punish.
could be sued.
She wants to collect. Yeah, she should be sued. She should be. So she's basically collectively punishing somebody that she perceives as being abused like her to punish somebody who might not have done any of those things.
Yeah, she's hurting somebody.
Yeah. So she's the bad guy.
Right.
100%.
Right. I mean,
I don't give a shit if
Well,
she's been
so's
abused.
the girl. So's the girl posting the TikTok
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
can't
you
do
would
that.
think that
You shouldn't do that,
You
I
shouldn't
should
do
say.
that. You
Yeah.
would think that if
It doesn't
and-
give you a green light just
Right.
because you've had okay, I get it.
No, you're
You-
getting them confused.
You had a hard time in your life, but it doesn't give you the right to
You're
play
getting-
judge, jury, and
you're getting-
executioner.
You're getting them confused. We're talking about the girl on TikTok.
Correct. Yeah, but the advocate who's
Yeah,
actually
you're
proactively
focused. I know you're very angry at her. I know.
who's actually proactively trying to ruin this girl's career has no right to do that because she got her feelings hurt
No, we're
in some
repeating-
relationship.
yeah, of course.
so,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, and it just it really it was it. So I'm reading this, and I'm thinking, how many people? I mean, because this girl from TCU, let's just say she's 100% completely innocent. Just, I mean, and she might not be. She might be 100% guilty. Again, okay.
Well,
Now
she's
she's
either
got
guilty or innocent, or
her picture is
something happened.
her picture is everywhere.
Yeah.
Her picture is everywhere. So the girl comes out from TCU and she posts online. She says, "Listen, was I the greatest girlfriend of all time? No, I was not."
It's probably a normal relationship.
Yeah.
And I bet there's stuff on the other girls then too, right? Who did stuff,
now,
right?
Again,
that
she
she's not
could be
mentioning.
100% lying.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Possible?
we saw the president of the United States,
Yeah.
or former president of the United States, tell everyone in the world watching that Haitian people were eating pets.
Well, I'll do
And
one
he's
better.
being sued.
yeah,
well,
I hope so.
Well, we
He
saw,
is being sued.
I
Well,
fucking
well,
hope he's. I hope he's being sued up the wahoo.
Well,
for
we
doing
saw a former two-time president get on national TV without blinking and said, "I never had sex with that woman, Miss Lewinsky."
What are you talking about?
Bill Clinton when they
Yeah.
impeached him
Yeah.
over that. Yeah, but he got on TV and he said he didn't do it.
that. Was mouth sex.
That,
Oh, it doesn't count. Yeah.
okay.
mouth
How,
sex. Cigar.
how is that? How is that the same?
Well, it's the same because you get somebody who's out obviously telling a lie that's easily disproved. You know, so we don't know. Bottom line, we don't know who's telling the truth. That's the bottom line.
Right,
In this
right,
particular instance,
Right.
that's
And-
where we're
and-
extrapolating that.
And the thing that scares me is that all this stuff is happening, and this girl has to respond to it. She has to say something,
yeah, she has to.
right? She has to
'Cause if
say
this
something.
is nothing,
and
then
again,
she's
she
guilty.
could be guilty as fuck. She could be the most guilt. She could be the most.
Why does she have to? Why does she have to address something? So
Well, let me ask you
why?
this.
Why do you think?
I think you almost. I mean, at some point, you almost have to, right?
Why?
Like, because if you don't ignore
she's a public-
doesn't
well,
it gain more steam?
She's kind of a public figure.
No,
Well,
she's not. She's a college student.
But she's on a basketball team. Obviously her pictures in the program. She's obviously a
She's
higher.
very good.
She's
But
a-
that
she-
doesn't
she's
mean.
very,
she might be
very
drafted.
good.
She might
But
get
that
drafted.
doesn't mean that she has to respond to bullshit.
but
You
it's,
don't respond to that. Why would you give that why would you give that any type of validity?
I almost think in this day and age that if you don't respond, you're basically saying I'm guilty.
That's the problem. We're going full circle. I guarantee this is going to come around because that's not how things work. Why would you give validity or even give somebody the time of day or the stage by even addressing that? I'll tell you a quick story. I just finished a book, and it was David Grohl's life story, right? His autobiography was like a big seller and everything. He talks about a period in his life, and he talks about Kurt Cobain. He never once mentions Courtney Love because they hate each other. They're like mortal enemies, these two, Courtney Love and David Grohl. He never mentions her name. Telling stories about everything. He never mentioned his wife, Courtney Love, never mentioned her name. He doesn't even want to give her a platform of any sort of any kind. And that's the same thing I'm saying here. This woman has no.
Well, that's different. You're comparing apples to oranges. I mean, he's
no,
basically.
I'm not. I'm just saying that
she's being directly accused of something in real time, and there's 200,000 people who believe
she's not being accused of anything.
The girlfriend just made 10
The
videos.
TCU girl is absolutely being accused. I mean,
these are TikTok videos that somebody put together and used her name, her ex-girlfriend, right?
Right, but her ex-girlfriend is accusing her of physically and emotionally abusing her.
Okay.
There is no doubt about it.
So that's an accusation. And then another person
But why do you think she has to address something that somebody puts on socials?
Well, because it could threaten her livelihood. I mean, it's
How?
obviously...
She's a college student.
Well, she might get drafted.
She's
she might get
really good.
You guys are a problem, too. Everyone's a problem. You can't tell somebody what to do. If she is or not guilty... You don't have to. She does not have to come out and say anything.
But there's a petition to specifically remove her from the team.
It's not a real thing, Ted. It's not a real petition. It's not a petition being put together.
It's not a real thing.
It's not real. None of this is real. TikTok's not fucking real. This petition
is real. It's real to somebody.
It's not. It shouldn't be real to anybody.
But it is.
No,
you're right. You're right.
But I see Mark's.
It's not real to somebody.
No, I see Mark's point.
It's not real.
It shouldn't be real because
it isn't.
Because
real.
tomorrow, I could come on and say anything I wanted about anybody.
Yeah.
And if enough people bought it,
yeah,
right, then I could start a petition about that, and it's none of it actually happened.
Most
and again,
people
she
don't
could be
respond
guilty,
to
she
this.
might not be guilty.
Yeah. Most people do not respond to this kind of shit because it's bullshit.
But it's a trigger. I mean, when you
It's a
have
trigger
when you
and
have someone being emotionally and physically abused and saying that, and then really going out. I mean, 10 different videos. I think it's 9 or 10 different videos.
I know.
That's a lot of videos.
Right, and it is
It's not a lot of videos. You ever seen TikTok? People have a million videos.
I mean, but if you're specifically going after one person, I mean, she's targeting.
I know
she's targeting.
But this is
a person.
This is a personal attack between this person. This person is personally attacking another person that she had a relationship with.
Right.
It happens every single day. Way bigger than this. More shit is happening on it. It's just focused because somebody else got involved. Somebody else paid attention to it. Somebody addressed it. Somebody reposted it, and they give it life. And that's the problem. This nutbag that you're talking about, and I agree with you 100%, Ted, gave this thing life.
Right. Well, that's
if she did not start this online petition and get involved.
Correct. I agree with you. Yeah. If it was just the girl, with the videos, I would say,
the
just
girl
ignore
does
it.
not have to defend herself against something that's not real.
But now that this other person who might have some, people might believe because she's a quote unquote an advocate, which some, it's like being
that gives credence to it.
It's like being
that gives credence to it.
Guys, we keep repeating ourselves.
Yeah.
You keep saying the same thing over and over again. I know what you're saying. The point is, she does not have to give that any validity by defending herself against nothing. It's nothing. We agree to that. It's nothing. It's fake. It's not the real world. Anybody can say and do whatever they want. Doesn't mean it's true. And if somebody accuses you of something that's absolutely not true through socials like that, you don't have to say anything.
Well, there's exceptions. In general, you're right. You don't want to give people oxygen to basically defend yourself against, fictitious charges. But in some cases, when those fictitious charges take on kind of a life of their own, and then you get somebody who maybe has a reputation in the community for quote unquote defending victims, hence the word advocate.
It does give it fuel.
Then
we've already established that.
Then you have to kind of run some interference and just say.
And I'm saying you don't.
Okay.
Right. I mean, you're not changing anything. We're saying the same thing, and I'm simply saying I understand all that.
Right.
Everything you said, I understand. I'm saying you don't. It's not real.
But it's real to somebody.
Fuck.
It's real to somebody. It's real to 200,000. It's real to 200,000 people.
That's
right?
not real.
But I mean,
why would they sign a petition then? If it's not real.
Mark, I completely understand what you're saying, but what Ted is saying is that. It became a reality.
I understand that. I'm not denying the fact that it's out there.
And now the story is out there. And here's the sad part is, and again, if she's 100% innocent, okay, the sad part of this is this is something that follows her because of what this girl said and the oxygen that was given to it. And I don't know, man. I think it's a weird thing,
I think
and we got to be really careful about. Like, there's got to be a way to kind of to quell this, because I feel like it's too easy.
Well, yeah,
to
that's
say
why the
something
government's-
terrible
That's
about-
why the government's trying to get rid of TikTok. That's one of the reasons why
But I mean,
TikTok is going in
if
front
TikTok-
of Congress.
Isn't that Chinese spy thing too? They're using it to spy.
But if
That-
TikTok
that-
goes
yeah,
away, there's
that's
going to be a
probably
new
most of
one.
it, yeah.
There's going to be a new one,
Well,
and it's going to be the same thing.
they're
I mean,
trying to set a precedent here that you can't have some sort of platform where you can just reach out to everybody and anybody in this world and say something and allow something like this to happen, and then it takes a mind of its
that
own.
girl
and-
should sue the player if I were her, depending on where it goes. Obviously, there's already been some damage, right? Because, like I said, her face is everywhere.
That's
so
the
obviously,
first thing, yeah.
somebody believes this girl, whether
What?
it's real or not. So that's like I said, there's alternate versions of reality all the time, and sometimes, whether it's true or not, but sometimes you repeat the same lie over again, someone's going to believe it. So if I were that girl, depending on where it goes, I would sue that advocate for believing the word of this girl. I would sue that girl for slander, libel, right? Because when she put something, and hold them
she
accountable.
could sue us too. I talked about it.
Well, that's the first thing we
Accountable.
said when Matt said that. The first knee-jerk reaction was
We're defending
she
her.
should sue.
Yeah.
And that's another problem too, because now you got all these extra lawsuits and you're tying up. It's just a big fucking mess. Now everyone's suing everybody because they said this on social about
Well, I
me,
think
and now I got to
somebody-
defend myself. Well, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't get that far in the first place.
I think there's a case right now where I think like some public figure is suing another public figure for insinuating that they did this. This is like on a CNN type talk show. I can't remember what it is, but
Not like that dude from North Carolina who posted all that shit on a porn site.
yeah, I think he's part of it too. So-
Well, the lawsuit came out today.
okay, yeah.
Today, some Haitian advocacy group in California is suing Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. They put the lawsuit
Because it was a
out
lie.
because they spread a lie that affected the lives of
And
thousands
stupidly,
of
J.D.
people.
Vance literally admitted it was a lie.
Yeah,
He literally
and that
admitted it
lie
was a
has
lie.
caused damage. I mean, that's different than what we're talking about here. Because so
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
all this is just like reputation and bullshit. So she didn't like harm herself or go after this woman and harm the woman that is accusing her of this. Right. It didn't escalate to an actual crime. But in Ohio, some shit's going down that's affecting people's lives.
They closed schools and stuff. There were bomb threats.
And shit.
There were bomb threats. Here's a weird thing. Here's what I don't get. So it's not like 100% Haitian schools. Okay, by the way, there's just people from Ohio,
Yeah,
Springfield, Ohio. So people called in bomb threats to grammar schools and high schools
with no Haitians in them.
Well, no.
There's literally so what's the correlation? What's the
Where there
correlation?
are no Haitians in
What's
there
the
at all.
correlation?
So someone got so mad. Okay, let's just say that Haitians were eating pets. How would calling in a bomb threat to a grammar school? How is that like? How is that
Well,
in your
they
mind
just-
equal?
they
How is that
made
equal?
They made.
How is it? Yeah, it's like, you know what? If they're gonna eat pets, I'm gonna blow up a grammar school or threaten to blow up a grammar
Well, yeah,
school.
that's the rationale.
I mean, there's not a set of train tracks in the entire world that ever go right in there and
Did you
connect.
boycott the actual Haitian businesses in the area, assuming there were any?
Nope.
So-
You know what I would do? I would threaten to blow up grammar schools. I think that's got to be a go-to thing from here on out. If anything happens in a city that you don't like, just threaten to blow up the
No,
grammar
what I'm
school.
going to threaten to hold my breath until all the pet eating stops immediately.
Yeah. Dude, it makes me absolutely crazy when I see shit like that. All right, let's put this thing to bed. Teddy, you're going first. Last thoughts.
Yancey, I told that girl everything, so you don't have to worry about it now.
Holy shit! If Yancey listens, is there? I wonder if there's any chance she would like if they share like a Spotify feed or an Audible feed or
Oh,
whatever.
if she catches this episode,
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I asked her what kind of underwear.
Holy
I asked her
shit.
what type of underwear she was wearing too.
well, you're
Just
also
on a
assuming
side
that
note.
Yancey's his real name, and he's So I mean,
Why always assume everybody's
It's a,
real?
it's a British name. It
Oh,
could be
that's
a-
weird.
Oh,
Okay, so that's the
you
funniest
always
thing.
assume that that's a real
I've-
name and where they're from.
Yes, I always assume that's. What,
I always
that's-
assume that
Why would
they're
you
not from there, and that's not
I
their
figured
real
they want a
name.
little. I figured they want a little publicity.
his name's probably Kyle from Australia, for all we know. We don't know who he is.
Yes, I don't think that somebody's no.
Really? All this time?
I think maybe like the garage door color thing is probably a real person, but I think when you get into these personal matters of love and shit like that, I don't think they're using their real name and where they're from.
you don't think there's things you listen to your wife doesn't, so you could just use your real name. Like you're look how sly.
What was the question? And what did you just say? None of those words even made any sense.
No. So you think these guys are all kind of on the sly? I never even thought of that. Holy shit! All of these,
we've been bamboozled again.
Oh my god! All of these, I just assumed it was just the people, but you're right. Okay, Pete from Poughkeepsie. God damn it! Oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay, that's weird. All right, Mark. Last thoughts.
Keep an open mind when it comes to my movie mentions, Matt. Don't be afraid to see this movie that I mentioned because it's not like you would think. It's a good movie. And stay off the socials, y'all.
Yeah. I don't believe everything.
And
you
I'm
see.
sorry if my voice is messed up. I'm still recovering from COVID. I mean, I'm fine now. It's been 8 days,
But you're still recovering. You're fine.
well,
but
you
you're
still have the remnants. You know what I mean? I'm still like.
Can you smell?
Oh yeah, I didn't lose my taste or smell. Well, I kind of did a little bit when I was heavily congested, but that's normal if you have a cold.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's just normal
So it
stuff.
came back. No.
All right, so here's my last thought. Between now and next week, I'm going to watch as much as I can of what's it called Rogue Street?
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Oh, and I forgot to mention also, it's like 2 hours long. It is 2 hours.
Fuck me.
It is 2 hours long.
Okay, yeah. Are there cool special effects?
Yeah, it's
Probably what the whole budget was.
It's probably one of the best. Yeah, it is. Up until as far as 2016, it was probably the best
Okay.
of all the movies.
All right, so here's my last thought. It's between now and next Tuesday, I will watch as much of Rogue One as I physically can
I don't want you to. I don't want to share this.
before I vomit all over
There you go.
and just
There it is.
intense hate.
There it is.
Okay, but I'm going to watch.
You're so passive aggressive.
No, but I will tell you this. The last, except for Solo, and the only reason I watched that is because I like Donald Glover. That's it. Childish
Solo
Gambino.
was good. It wasn't as good as this one.
It's the only reason I watched it because I like him. I watched Community, loved him in Community,
Yeah.
love him. That's the only reason I watched it. I'm going to watch this, and if it's bad,
This ain't bad.
I'm going to.
You think there's a bad
I'm gonna
movie
leave
out
it
there
open.
that grossed $1 billion?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying to me that here, Suicide Squad got almost $1 billion? That was a terrible movie.
In 1 year?
Yeah, in 2016. Yeah, that was a terrible fucking movie.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That was one of the worst movies of all time.
Margot Robbie was good in it, though.
Just because she's no, I don't like her character. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah. No, I didn't care for that film.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because it was so heavy. Will Smith. Yeah, I just didn't like the concept. I actually liked the when they redid it. When they redid Suicide Squad.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think it was, and it was.
Oh, yeah. And they had, what's his name in it? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That I liked a lot better.
Yeah.
But that's just me. All right. So keep listening. Keep enjoying. Yeah. Do me a favor. Listen, if you're hit us up with some tips. Hit us up with something that you want to hear. We're whores. We'll do anything. Right?
I prefer the term flexible.
Ted's a flexible whore. He'll do
Open-minded.
anything. Yeah.
Open-minded.
We're
Wouldn't that be open-mouthed, Mark?
We are extremely open-minded. Yeah. Yeah. And if you want to bring your girlfriend with, yeah, whatever it is. Keep listening, and we'll check everybody out next week.